Hello one, hello all. It's Saturday, propaganda time. I got about 4 or 5 requests for this over the months, and I kept thinking to myself, I just played that, and I didn't. It was like 11 months ago. So we're revisiting Black Sack, one of my very favorite styles. Y'all know I like anything with Crypt Rats. Thanks for joining me. Always is nice and early. Named Chimpskey and Dreamer Stingo. Always my 2 co-hosts in crime. Super fan with the cap up. Love the old school mention. All right, so this is Black Sack. So the difference is I used to run Sylvok Lifestaff, and I had a Pit Keeper. And in place of those, I have made room for 2 blood fountains so we can get back our bone pickers mostly, or things that, everything else gets grabbed by Unearth. But I also added Campfire, not 4, but just 3. It takes the place of the life staff. And that second ability is just so paramount in a deck like this because now we're running, what is it? We got 4, we got 1 more here. So that's 5 1-drops that draw 2, and then 8 others. Pretty crazy. So a big percentage of the deck just draws like crazy, and so we're going through our deck pretty quickly. And if anybody has a sort of a mill strategy, we're dead meat. Or if they gain too much life, we can lose that way too. This way we've got a lot more staying power. Anyway, we'll go over the list here. We've got 18 lands, 4 of them are vaults so that we can crack them with the bargain or the dispute. We got 2 fountains, same thing there, a little bit of artifact love. 1 corrupted conviction, 4 ghasts, 4 unearth, 4 village rites, 4 fiends, and 3 campfires. I wanted to mention a long time ago, the very inception of this list, we ran the scorpions, but I found pointing it at people wasn't as effective as getting rid of permanence and being able to do stuff to the face. So I went with this package here. We got 4 Myr, the 4 bargains. A lot of times we can nab one of these to stay in the life race. For disputes, 2 rats. This has really hurt me to bring it down to 2 to make room for some of the 1-drops, but I argued that with all the extra draw and the blood fountains now and being able to recurse everything, that these can feel like 3 or 4. And, outside of the typical play where I like to set them out as bait to get a galvanic blast out of the person's hand and then unearth them and do the thing, we're just playing a pretty honest package of 2 here, being able to bring them back. 2 Marauders. These are just sleeper MVP of the list. We'll see some fun plays today, hopefully. And 4 bone pickers is our big finisher here. We've got 3 curses in the yard. This is obviously for any sort of blink decks, but a lot of the new Mogwarts I've been having troubles with some of my mono black lists, so these have made a reappearance. 3 Det Takami. This is mostly for all that glitter style list, obviously hexproof and such. If the Faerie Marauder does, or Fleshbag Marauder, Faerie Marauder, I ain't playing green. So we got the 3rd one here, 4 Macabres and 4 Snuff Outs. I know these get a little pricey, but kind of needed. In a deck like this, you could easily go with Tragic Slip without feeling too much of a problem there, but we're going to see how we do here and go from there. Dayakuba is in the house. All right. It's always a good time when Dayakuba's here. I just like saying that name so much. Woo! So yeah, we've got, so the whole inception of this list, first I was like, wow, I haven't played that in a while. And then I was like, what list would really work well with Mesmeric Fiend? And for the whole week, I was playing Mesmeric Fiend 2 of. Little slow here, but we'll keep it on the draw. Hopefully we draw just a 1-drop. I found, it's obviously very good against Tron or control style lists. But so I'd say like 2 out of 10 times I would do the thing, kill it while it's on the abilities on the stack. And then they have 2 lands in their hand or something. And so it felt like somewhat underwhelming. And I had a 2-2 split, and then I ended up just getting rid of all of them just for ultimate consistency, as is my way. All right, well, we want to find a Fleshbag Marauder quickly here, if this is what I think we're going to be running into. Yeah, Tragic Slip's a hell of a card, as long as you're not skimping on mana. So we run 18. You could probably go down to 17 to make room for 1 more thing, but I just don't like the mulligan. So I like 18 in this. We got the Crypt Rats argument, and we can eat our lands via the bargain and dispute, all that stuff. Oh, before I forget, we have a new channel to mention, Nonstop Noob. If one of my cohorts can bring up the link there. They're a new YouTube channel. They've got a lot of in-play paper magic out of the Philippines, so I want to welcome them and give them some love if you can. There it is. Thank you, Chimpskey. Follow that link. Give them a like. Why not? Takes you 1 calorie and 1 click, and you might see something you like there. I'll admit I only got to peruse like 2 videos, but me and my way of always wanting to share the love. So there you go. Plug away. The P in Philippines stands for plug. All right. Off we go. We're doing the thing. We'll do this, and we'll get out a Myr, and hopefully we can find one of our Marauders and they don't get a cartouche of the multiplying persuasion here. Yeah, it was fun to do the Fiend and then unearth it when the person had like 2 or 3 cards and just completely like lose all hope. But it was a lot of work for I don't know. I mean, it's a neat ability. It's very strong, but I just felt somewhat underwhelming a lot of the time. So, all right. Well, unless First Strike shows up, our Bone Picker might be able to trade off with one of these, as we don't want to wait too long for the cat to show up, right? Cats usually aren't going to be that big of a deal. The little mummy cat, sacred cat. Because we have 8 ways to zing them. Solid footing. Wow. Okay. Maybe they watch PauperGanda. Meow. Strongly underwhelming. Yeah, you go up against. I think they're a really good sideboard option. I might find room for 2 of them in the sideboard if you're going up against a control variant. But for right now, feels all right. I think at this stage, well, we could gain 2 life here. There's no flashback going on here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to... let's see if we can get a free damage. Might as well. Got all this untapped stuff. Maybe we're playing Blessing of Leeches or something crazy. Solid footing. Woo, Penguin Wrangler in the house. Good to hear from you. Thank you for that deck list the other day, my friend. All right. So we do 1 damage to that. We have coward level set at 3. They're just being cautious. I shouldn't say that. All right, we'll zing this, get 2 mana out of the deal. Sure, we'll point it at this. Unfortunately, we're going to have to block that. Come on now. All righty. Well, we'll bring out 2 critters here. I'll bring back out the Bone Picker, and then we'll go get our Perilous Myr here. Part of me, one of these days, I'm going to make it to where I'm playing all of the sackland. I mean, the dispute effects, just to where it's just craziness. I think you'd have to run like, what's that, Nested Shambler? Is that the one that makes copies of itself, or once it dies, equal to its power? You'd probably have to go down that route if that can. And I do think you'd almost need Campfire in that scenario too, because you just churn through your deck so fast. Don't be anything First Strike. Okay. Oh, I like this little. I think they're probably playing the Tree Umbra, given this the power ratio here. This is fine. We're being at this does attack for 8, so unless they have a First Strike trick here, we're gonna do the thing. Okay. So Sentinel's Eyes can come back. Chimpskey says, Fiend is good against decks, which Rats is not good, and vice versa. That's a good point. I think I was finding the same scenario. Okay. Off we go. Do we just sit back and wait? We can't really attack here. We'll drop our dude here. Now with the life total where it's at now, probably wait on that bargain a bit. Now, had we another dispute here, we could double kill something in response with those 2 Perilous Myr triggers and using the token to fund the next Village Rites. But right now we're just staring at a bargain, so we're a little hiccupy. Be nice to be able to respond to that Sentinel's Eyes. Note to self. Oh, where'd my paper go? Snuff Out. Celestia. Heroic. This is really weird. Why would you split up damage now? It's like starting the game all over again. I can still do the thing. I can double block here. He kills 1, I kill 1. Don't like vigilance. Can't really attack into that, especially with a bunch of 1/1s. So he kills 1. We do 2 damage, and then the Myr that dies does the last bit. Bloop. Okay. Clearing the board. It's an interesting style until this showed up. I think that really dilutes, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see something intriguing here. Well, let me do this. I'm not going to be attacking next turn, so I'm going to do this now. We've already got an Unearth there. I'd just rather have options. The only reason this might be a bad play would be if we don't have any sack outlets and we draw a bone picker right now, but I've got a Village Rites for that. So there we go. Cool. Oh, this is a good scenario, isn't it? Alrighty. So this is when I really like Marauder. This is just craziness. Boop. Marauder dies. 99% of the time, let the Marauder die. Unless the person's like at 6 life and you need the firepower. So much of this deck is just bringing it back from the yard. Okay. We're going to go get it again. Now we could do the thing, right? We could hold down Village Rites right here and sacrifice our own dude. Right now, I'm not going to do that. We're going to just bring out the picker and try to finish him off. Hey, Jabuzi from Paris. All right. I love when people say where they're from. Good to have you with us. First time chatter. All right. Playing some black sack. All right. They are hellbent. And it looks like the coast is clear. I'll bring out that Ghast. And hope for the best. Also like that rogue list you sent me there, Chimpskey. Almost played that today. There's about 6 lists that I try to rotate about every 4 or 5 months. And see, this is when I've got the advantage now, so I'm thinking of popping that Ghast right now. I'm popping the Ghast. It sounds like some strange band. The Priests of Normal. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm an impatient man. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to make a token. Not that we need it. Give me something good to eat. All right. That's all right. We'll do this to here. We've already killed something, so let's do the thing with this. We don't need this extra land. All right. Well, now we're stuck with it, aren't we? I guess we'll play this out in case a Crypt Rat shows up. We can go get back. I really like these blood fountains in this list. I know it seems like overkill with Unearth, but being able to get back the big bone pickers and stuff, especially when you're really waxed on mana, like you've wiped the board, you pay that 4, and then you just drop like 3 bone pickers. It's pretty sweet. I like it, Chimpskey. All right, off we go. See if we can finish this one off. I think we can. We'll do this main. We'll get back bone picker. Do I want the Myr maybe? Marauder is pretty cool too. Let me get the Myr back. Since we've got the mana, we'll go from here, and I'll bring out the Myr there. Might be relevant, right? We can always Village Rites it if they respond. Could go crazy, do it right now, hope we draw a land, and then have another bone picker out, but play it a little bit safe here. Cool. Treasure tokens showing up. Wouldn't that be cool? Just have some property, you just wait a month or something, and it just makes treasure. I guess that's what real estate is, really. You give it long enough, right? That reference, to answer your question, Chimpskey, in the back of my brain, I know I'd have to disrupt the show and think about it, but it would come to me. But I do know it's from something. I don't know if that counts as getting it. Coming in for 4. I like maths. All right, I'll make my math correct. I will say it's 5 because we've got the other bone picker. So let's have some fun here. Gain 2 more life. Shoot him. Actually, that makes it 6, doesn't it? Overall, after we attacked. Boink. Come on now. Woo, good time. Bone picker. Yeah, we could do all kinds of stuff here. We'll keep the dude back just for the fun of it. Let's go. This one should be over. I don't know how you went from here. You know, when that list I made about 3 months back, maybe 2 months, switch, I was going to play like the Great Ox. I think it's a 0/5 or something like that. And you play the Solid Footing tech and the Tree Folk Umbra. So all of a sudden, all these like 1-drops that are 0/5s or whatever, you just start attacking for huge damage. But all right. I was taken by that list until I saw the you know what. All right, Crypt Rats are going to be pretty few and far between here. Going to bring in the extra Marauder, probably some Snuff Outs. Let's just go crazy. We'll bring in these. I don't think the Footlight Fiends are going to be doing too much. Campfire could probably get rid of 1 or 2 of those. These are really good against fairies and a lot of other decks, trip strategies and stuff. But for right now, we're going to go like this. Boink. We still got 17 creatures. If you add up all the unearths and stuff, it starts feeling like a lot more. And I won't lie, it always feels a little underwhelming to unearth a Footlight Fiend or a Shambling Ghast, but sometimes you got to do it. Oftentimes the Perilous Myr, the Fleshbag's the one you want to go for. So yeah. Sorry for the cracks. Ooh, ah. Oh, selfish note of the pickleball persuasion. I had, and I think it'll be the last game I've ever had, I had a perfect game. On Sunday, I played for 4 hours, and I was wiped out at about hour 3.5. So I sat down for about 10 minutes, rehydrated, got up, and played lights out. Every single time I hit the ball, it was a winner. And I don't know if I've told anybody this. I'm ambidextrous, and so I play both hands equally, and usually I favor my right, like 80-20. This game, every single time I hit it, it was with one or the other. So it was like, left, right. And it was against these two like old seasoned pros. And I just had just this lights out game, literally never messed up. Won like 11-3. And they in the middle of the game just said, we're not serving to that guy anymore. It was the nicest compliment. All right, we'll keep this. Enough about pickleball. And so it's so unlikely to have like literally every time you touch the ball, it's like a zinger for the win, just everything was going where I was looking, just felt like perfect. It was pretty cool. All right, this is where we really want a one drop, but hey, we took out 2 of them, so none of our sideboard showed up. It's hard to say no to a double bone picker draw here, especially with all these sacrifice outlets, and we haven't seen any removal. Probably run into some journeys along the way here. Well, I started, yeah, I've seen some pretty damn good channels there. I tell you, if I wasn't in a pauper with my little pronged effect of wanting to use like, stuff I'm good at, like video editing and stuff, I probably would be pretty all in on pickleball. But right now, play about 3 or 4 days a week. And when I play, it's for quite a few hours. So yeah, it's, I don't know if I could do much more as far as like, I'm sure I could, but I'd probably have like a lot more injuries here and there. Vigilance. Okay. Here we are. The flyers have shown up. I'll take out the Ornithopter ASAP. Really would like the zombie dude to show up here. Nope. All right. We'll drop here, develop, and we'll be doing stuff next turn. I almost promise. That's why I'm not going to block here, though, unless that man's serval turns into like a 113 and they're hitting me. Yeah, I used to dig Yoshin Soldier. I had a mono black build back when everybody played Dark Ritual. First turn Yoshin Soldier was pretty sweet. Back when everything sucked. It's not going to be that bad of a card. Oh, excuse me. I should have a mute button. I never use it. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, my back's doing great. You know what's funny, though? I just started up that yoga link that I mentioned like 4 or 5 months ago, and I didn't overdo it. I just did like 3 sessions of it, and I started feeling it like a little like, oh, this is getting sore. And so I got to find a different style of yoga. Unfortunately, I love that one, but there's something that it's doing that's just stressing my back out just enough to where I'm a little too sore too often. All right, we'll drop a vault. We will attack. Maybe we'll get in for free. Maybe we won't. Either way, that Ornithopter will die. Okay, well, now that's going to die, but we're going to do it first. I'll save the bargain. I want to be able to do double duty here. We'll go like this, shoot this. They might have a trigger, solid footing can save it here. Yep. Somebody plays too much Magic. That somebody is me. All right, well, I don't mind seeing that show up. Okay. This is just one of those decks. I just love it. It's so fascinating. About 3 years ago, and Chimpskey, keep me honest there, I think that's about when it was, everybody was still playing mono black control with the chittering rats and, just the standard fare. I was trying to force Gary to work. And out of frustration of that, I made this list, and I called it the best black deck. And I really do think, especially at that time, it was. And it still really holds its own. It's weak to like, a super big Weather the Storm, but most decks are. And then I went and made 8 rat, which actually I think came first. So there's a lot of different, my point is there's a whole lot of ways to build mono black. You can kind of go aggro draw like this one is. You can go more of a control variant like 8 rat is. Or if you want to be really unoriginal, you can play the old NBC style with Jittering Rats. Oh, don't worry about it, Chimpskey. No research needed. I just didn't know if you knew off the cuff about that. But it's nothing that makes me start, going through the index cards of Pauper stuff than like a stultified metagame, like when people just don't do much innovation-wise. And I'm like, that stereotype is just stuck in the mud there. Let's stir it up. Alrighty. Well, we have all kinds of plays here. We could, let's Marauder. I think that's the best play. It's crazy obvious, but Marauder. That's why I don't play the Tithing Blade in this list, as tempting as it is. If you keep everything creature-based with the strategy that I've got going here, you'll find that it runs a lot smoother. Sometimes I miss Pit Keeper, but I won't lie, there are plenty of games where I would have the, he might trip the Crypt here. It's okay if they do. There we go. Okay, so we don't get the double value. We still have another Unearth in our hand. Frustrating, but we'll live with it. Is our bird going to die? Either way, unless they got a first strike trick. Very optimal. Nope, okay. We're getting in. October 2021. Oh, man, that makes, about 3 years, yeah. Look at that. A propaganda historian. Yeah, Jaboozy, I really like that too. They both have their place, And it's funny, being that they're both mono black, they have different, better matchups. You'd think, I still have access to Crypt Rats here, and quite a few when you count the Unearth and all the other stuff. But it's just, I don't know. It's just fascinating to me that you can just have this one little color and it can do so much. Going back to when I first started playing in 94 with the dark, I started with very dark decks. I really like Hypnotic Specters, Dark Rituals, the tempo there. And everybody knows my story about Contract from Below, paying for my rent. Oh, the good old days of Ante. Woo! Miss it. Sometimes my youngest will be playing Chandalar, the old school PC game, and they play for Ante there as you slowly build the deck. Just love that. Okay, well, here we are. We have quite a few things going on. We're going to just run into this. I don't mind trading. Ain't afraid. Let's go. Crunch. They're at 8. They don't have any way to gain life yet. I don't really want to dispute that. Let's dispute our land just to see what we can get here. 3-4 lands, plenty. We got even more. Do I want to go down this route even more? I think that's a little reckless. Let's go. Yeah, Mind Step Throw. That was pretty cool. Big fan of Chandalar. Yeah, I can get it to work, but I can't get it to stream. I haven't tried too hard, but I went and made a skin like 2 years ago, and I was going to have my son play the game because that's not even Magic anymore. It's got all the old rules, and when you click and do stuff, it's craziness. But all right, are they gonna? Oh, that's right. This hits for 8. We got to be careful. That's not some little ornithopter. We're going to have to eat our own here. Bargain will get us 4 life back. What's nasty is at the very end of the game, really like this draw, by the way. Play the land. We'll think a bit. My son, I think I told the story about a month or two back, but he had the game beat. And it would literally start off with like a Leviathan tapped, and you're like at 5 life, and you have to find an answer like in 2 draws. It was like, oh, that's fair. All right, we're going to sack one of these either way, either in combat, or we'll just eat it, gain 4 life, put out another blocker here. I would imagine they're going to let this through, unless they got some cool little trick. All right, they take it. Boink. We have drawn really hot here. We'll take out our own Bone Picker, gain 4 life. Something has died, so we'll play the other Bone Picker. Oh boy, this just got ugly. I stand by it. The best black deck. Should we do some more? Sure. Maybe this will help. Maybe they'll get to 1 with some cool thing that'll lock the game up, like a worship style effect, right? And we can just zing them with the Footlight Fiend. They start fogging us out. You never know. Love having the conviction just locked and loaded, Village Rites, etc. You know, at some point, and I guess we have arrived there, there's so many of that similar effect, the 2 mana, sacrifice something, or 1 mana, sacrifice a creature, draw stuff. I've hit it now, you know, I'm not going to play all 8 of those. If any list could, this might be the one. Yeah, you can't unearth the Bone Picker, unfortunately. It's the only critter that doesn't work with unearth. Its mana's a little too steep. Common mistake, though. It's another reason I like to run the Campfire and the Blood Fountain. Blood Fountain, a lot of times I can use on Rechner's Bargain and such, but all right. What do we got going on here? Oh boy, Flash. When it enters the battlefield, untap enchanted creature gains hexproof. And if it's suspected, all right, well, as long as it's not protection from black, I should be all right. Or we could just take 6. It's a neat style of a list, you know, kind of a defensive gates, right? However, bonk, crunch. Perilous Myr would be kind of insult to injury here. No attack, just crack. Ran into a really cool list last night. It had, what's that other morph? It wasn't morph. It was disguise. I ran into a disguise list that actually worked pretty well. And of course I had quite a bit to drink, so maybe that's why it was working well. I wasn't working quite well. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to watch the replays and check my little emails and such. But while we're sitting around waiting for the next victim, we're going to show you all the list here. Really dig this style. It's pretty hard to get away from something this consistent and or get out in front of it. Oh, if you're in the States, or even if you're not and you just have a liking for equestrian events, our big Kentucky Derby is today. I'm going to mulligan this. Keeping this. Man, this is a really late hand. We'll keep it. I've got so many effects here. I think I'm going to get rid of the bargain. Dispute can help us accelerate. We'll say done. Just too many draw effects there. I did a Pauper horse race, easily the hardest edit I've ever done. Maybe ever, like including professionally. Looking back, I don't think I'll ever try that again. It was like a full work week to get that thing done, but I was thinking of playing it, but it's one of those ones that it took so long to do and it was so hard that I love to play it, but I try to keep it to about every 4 months. Today would be optimal, but I was like, yeah, I'll keep it back. Okay, we're up against some sort of a Dimir strategy. Probably a bunch of 5/5s headed our way. Boy, we're really drawn poorly here. Yeah, probably could have played the Vault there and had a dispute option. How bad would it be to have that Spell Pierce, though? Hello, have you ever played Pre-Modern? If so, did you like it? SM Billy. Pre-Modern? Before Modern? Yeah, I played Extended. Is that what you're talking about? I played since 94. My haircut should prove it. Woo! Or is Pre-Modern a format I'm not aware of? This is why I love Shambling Ghast. It's just not worth countering, right? Especially here. Little do they know, if they counter, that's a pretty good move for them. There's a format actually called it. Ah, I see. I thought you just meant before Modern. I'm like, yeah. Contemporary Magic, in-game rules. When recommencing approach. Oh, So how's it really different? Do I want to dispute that now? Nah, I guess I'll wait till they mess with our stuff. So is it Pre-Modern is played... Yeah, okay, so it's played with MTG rules. I get that. All tournament legal reprints. Also, it's just like a major, huge, like everything's allowed. Scourge had some great red sideboard cards. God, what they have, that pyrostatic pillar, and then the one that volcanic something or other, like can't gain life. Those awesome cards. All right, I guess we're just going to try to play honestly. I don't think we're going to win this one. I know it's very early to say that. We have 1 damage here. There's been very little interaction. All their colors are online. This feels pretty bad. I'll probably dispute my own land here, EOT, but for right now, we'll just chill. Scourge was a tiny little set when it came out, but man, it had an effect. I remember that. I could probably have a pretty mean assortment of cards for pre-modern. I've just never seen it even listed. So we're playing against Cat Weasel. Jabuzi endorses it. Maybe I should try it. Who knows? Let's pick on our land. Let's pick on our creature. Let's try this out. EOT, just so we can pay for a, you know what? Spell Pierce. If they counter this, we can... Oh boy, this is a rough one, isn't it? Let me get rid of our own token here. Just make another one. See if they get counter happy. We need to draw stuff. We got no critters showing up here. And I'd really like them to try and counter that. Nope, they're staying pretty... what would you call that? Disciplined. Yeah, that's the word. We'll bring this out. Bring out a Fiend. And this way, if we get Suffocating Fumes, we just draw 4 cards. And they take 3. We'd have to discard some, but at this point, swamps can go bye-bye. They live. We can draw stuff. Pre-modern. Oh, they've even got one of those. Crypt Rats, all right. Don't mind this at all. I'm going to take 4 instead. And then they got to kind of respond to this immediately. So this is a fun turn, right? So even if they have some sort of like a Nyx effect, like putting it to them now, crack the rat, get out of counter magic damage. Boop. We'll draw 4 cards before our turn. It's pretty nice. Making our opponent have to hurt themselves. Make sure that that's damage. Sometimes you can activate rats for 0, so be careful not to fall for that. X is 1, okay. Note to self, bloop, bloop, bloop. Here we go. Maybe we'll get Spell Pierced here. Bonk. Either way, we still get stuff out of the deal. That's a pretty underwhelming turn from our opponent. Not that they knew what we had, but I mean, it's just shows the kind of the firepower of this list to kind of refill, right? We're up against a Drago style, and we've drawn 6 more cards, now 7. All right. I'm going to bring this out now because it's going to be very relevant. Sure. I think I'll just do one of these so we can sit back on another conviction. Or do I want to bring out the dead? You know what? Let me unearth the other Myr here. This is fine. Got plenty of draw in our hand. If they mess with this, they take 4. I mean, they're at 22. It's not that big of a deal. So, dumb it down for me. Pre-modern is Scourge and back, and nothing new. Like, what are the goalposts? 4th edition to Scourge. Okay, duh, you said it right there. All right. Rule of thumb. Oh, so it's got lots of white borders, doesn't it? I don't know about that. Yeah, I just missed it. This is fine. Instead of 4, they take 5. And they're taking their whole turn up here. So it looks to be some sort of just a rat wrath deck, right? Cool. Bonk, bonk. They have a bog here. That would probably be their optimal shot. I can't quite remember if they played a land. I think they did. Cool, cool. They have not. Okay. Well, do they know we've got our own rat? But we don't need it yet. I like seeing the swamp. We'll bring out the guys again. The boys are back in town. Let's go. I like this because we can dispute and corrupt. It's very hard for me. I don't know. I'm sure it's some sort of disorder that I have. Nothing serious. But when I'm making a deck, like, it's so hard for me to put a one of something in there. I usually try to find a way to adjust the strategy around to where I can maximize it so that the consistency goes up. But it was kind of easy to do that because this is just like Village Rites number 5. Just needed one more little one drop out of the way there. I think I'll dispute the blood token. EOT. If they've got a trick for one of these, it's no big deal because we want them to die. Counter magic. Okay. Not a big deal. We lose a blood token out of the deal. Get rid of their stuff. Hey, look at that. We've got other options, right? Let's attack. I think I'm just going to crack the fountain. Just get some more, get the Myrs back, I guess. Doesn't feel all that great, does it? Maybe convict the Footlight Fiend. I'm not sure. White border mania. Yeah, I think I'll avoid that. Okay. They're on just a counter strategy. It's tough because this just doesn't have much worth countering, right? With that being said, I'm going to convict EOT just because I do smell a spell pierce in this style. So I'm going to sit back. They take 1. This way I can make sure that this gets off outside of real counter magic. I have to pay 2. That's another story. We started really bad with this draw, but it's starting to feel like, I mean, that's what drawing 20 extra cards will do, right? Countering on their turn. I like this. Devious cover up. Gonna exile it. You may shuffle. Alrighty. Well, before that even happens, I'm going to do this to here. We'll get back both of these. Dink. Damage no matter what. I love the crow variant there. Such a powerful card. I love Devious Cover Up. Okay, so our Campfire might be a thing. Maybe they're afraid of decking themselves here. Maybe we'll finally see the Glasses of Urza play, right? Get a little Trinket Mage to go search up the one of. Let's attack first. Given we might have some sequencing to do. They got the Crypt Rats back. Whoa. The ban list. Oh, is that for that? Ah. Thank you for the hype there, Penguin Wrangler. Let's attack. Really would like to see our Bone Picker show up. We'll bring this out as kind of extra bait. I got another counter here. Ooh, exclude, old school. Okay, this reminds me of Obzin's list. I haven't seen Obzin in a while. I think they found something else to do for the last few months. Usually quite the regular. I'll dispute EOT again. I'd rather just see more cards than attack for 1. Okay, let's do that. Be nice if we had a Village Rites. Maybe we'll draw one. Then when I kill that in response. Yeah, Grim Harvest. Boy, that doesn't see too much play anymore. And it's not because it's not great. It's just, I think it's just old enough that a lot of new players just have never seen it. Very good card. Man, that is probably my worst played card. Like, meaning I almost always screw it up, like with the being impatient, you know, just being like, oh, screw it. I'll just eat it this time and do that. So, wow, quite the control list here. We'll say no to that. Overrule. That's probably the first time in about 5 years I've had that played on me. No. We'll make a token regardless. They're probably mad that a black deck is drawing more cards than they are. Huh, is this a good time to bring out the Crypt Rat? First we'll attack. Oh, that's funny because Death Spark I play brilliantly, but I'm horrible with Grim Harvest. I'm always just like, oh, I'll just eat it. Get impatient. Let me see the math here. Yeah, I can do both. Let me bring out the Crypt Rat. If they've got a Crypt Rat, it's going to kind of suck. We'll bring out another Myr here. I mean, they'll take 5, and hopefully we'll be able to gain 2 life after you take the 1 damage from their rat activation, but overrule. We're going pretty hard here. Okay, what do we have here? The Birdman. Muldrifter. Okay, Lawson revealed. To bulletproof my toes. Well said, Dreamer's Tango. Yeah, there's a lot of neat tricks with that. Icefall, Mind Stab Throw, bringing me back. I remember Icefall. Good times. We're just going to chill here. Hiya! Well, we're getting dangerous here. This does 3. There's 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. We almost have them dead. If we just activate that rat, we might just win. Yeah, Icefall that was like a 95-ish. Let me just make sure that's 7, 8, 12. Frustrating. All right, they're going to gain some more life, darn it, and quite a bit of it. Glad I didn't go crazy there. Maybe I should have bargained there on one of the vaults or probably the treasure token. Shows you how slow the format used to be, right? Let me do this now. I want to counter stuff now. Yeah, it's neat to see white with some draw mixing in the life gain there. All right. We're kind of naked now, aren't we? Well, that helps. Might as well see if they got anything. They're like, another blood fountain? Who is this guy? Get rid of your counter, sucker. Cool. Attack. Crunch. It's like, quit making me use my counters. What is this? Oh, okay. Well, that blows. I see how this game's going to be played. I just let that go. I don't want to lose my whole team here. All right. It's nice to see that card being played. Recruit the Worthy. I overestimated that card. I really thought it was going to be kind of a mainstay one of here and there in these styles, but so it's nice to see it. Makes me feel a little bit better about my predictions. Woo! All right. We're still 1 card up. They've double hard casted a Lorien revealed, and we have done all kinds of other stuff. So at this rate, we really are going to need our campfires to show up. This is all right, unless they followed up with a bog. That'll make me really sad. Bonk, bonk. Maybe I should have hit my rats, right? Overdrool. Both my boys had a few overdrools when they were little, that's for sure. There's our neighborhood motorcycle, making sure everybody knows he has a motorcycle. The death machine. Alrighty. Well, we're walking into a counter, but I'm fine with it. If they want to use a counter spell on a Footlight Fiend, go for it. Really. Somebody's counter happy. Yeah, I'm glad they thought better of it. That'd be kind of an embarrassing play there. Unless they got some cool little... Alright. This is an interesting matchup. I wish I wasn't talking so much in 3 minutes down because I think I'm going to lose on time. I'm just predicting it in like 25 minutes I'll be well in position to win, but won't have the goods. Yeah, if you don't want to quick come into green, well said. Both good points. All right. I seem a little bit flooded. Already seen Devious cover up. Now, this is a matchup where I was talking earlier about good, bad versus Mesmeric Fiend. This is where you really want Mesmeric Fiend. We'll keep this. Hopefully they're playing Duress. We can let them walk right in and nothing. right, here we go. Crypt Rats going to definitely want to stay around. We'll probably lose. This is Esper control. That's fine. I'm going to lose the Fleshbag. They might run like a Guardian of the Guild pack sort of thing, but I'm not too worried about 2 damage a turn. We haven't seen any gates or anything like that. Alrighty, here we go. Put up a neat poll on our community page about, you know, who's got it best as far as like Brazil or Italy as far as Pauper love. Looks like, I think Paupergeddon was the deciding factor. It's very close. Everybody kind of had the consensus, like the burlier decks and players are probably on the Brazilian side, but the overall just sheer size of the format and such is definitely on that side. Do we need to scoop it up here to just save time? I think we do. Let's keep rolling out here. Yield through. Okay. We see a foil. They're packing foil and overrule. It's amazing that we even got anything on the board. Remember, we had them within 1 life of death if we would have activated that rat. Oh yeah, I just was saying Mesmeric Fiend would be great. This is when I wish I didn't make the change, but it's becoming a rarity. I run into like a pure control style like this, you know. All right, we'll walk into a counter spell or death. This is just a time to go to the next game. I just kind of want to see what other counters they're packing here. All right, let's rough off here. Bonk. First loss of the day. Probably won't be the last. Let's hope it is. All right. Trespasser's Curse would be funny. We don't need any Fleshbags in this matchup. Snuff Out's not going to be a thing. Macabre would be interesting. We can always attack with it, you know, hard cast it. I don't think there's much in their graveyard I'm worried about. I do want to keep our campfires here. Let me go 1 less on that. To the commies, not going to do much. The curse would be fun, huh? Just bring that in, and you think they all have a way? Oh, they have destroy evil, so they could get rid of the curse, and I think that might be overboarding. Excuse me, I've got a cramp in my leg. I got to move around here. I'm going to bring in 3 Macabres mostly for offense. I can always sacrifice them pitch them right away and unearth them. That's always a fun trick. Get pretty behind on tempo, but if I've got a few Village Rites and stuff, I'll be fine doing that move. Let's just try that. I can always unearth them too. Saw quite a bit of removal. What's neat about a strategy like Recruit the Worthy is that you can just go all in, as we saw. Just draw, gain life, counter stuff. Your whole deck, and then you've got this one out. So... Oh, you mean Echoing Decay? I'd rather have a rat, my friend. Especially since we can unearth it, fountain it. Both cards can get countered. The other one has options to come back from the dead. And we mulligan that game. Let's remember that too. So I'll keep this. This is rough. I mean, we've got the Blood Fountain and I can dispute the token, but then... this is rough. This is kind of a... Let's keep it. We got 3 lands. I'd like to get out swinging immediately, but we'll hope for the best here. Love this old bubbling border of the old black cards with all the little boils and, you know, like it's coming out of a cauldron. All right. Dispute showing up. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to just dispute right now. Just get the draw in. That's the entire reason I kept this. Oh, God, list. Come on now. What's going on here? Guess we can dispute the token again. I love Blood Fountain. Got those early options there. Dispute? Oh, dispute. Sweet birds of Jesus. I was just talking a little fight yesterday. He's starting a whole new thing. All right. Well, technically, we've got 2 mana, so let's bring out our little man. Okay, cool. It lives. We could dispute it and bring out the bird, and it would probably get eaten up, so let's chill. I'll just try to respond here. Already feels like we're playing from behind, doesn't it? The deuce. And apologies. When I was playing, I think that was just last week, my Think Twice list, a lot of people in the chat said, what about the deuce? And I was like, what? Completely, once in a while I'll miss something. I know a lot of you think I'm Captain Robot when it comes to card recall, but sometimes newer cards will slip through, and I'm like, yeah, that's, never thought of a clue token that way. I'm like, that is kind of just a cheaper Think Twice. So, you got me. That's what I'm trying to say. I kind of want to, they are hurting for mana here. All right, well, let this go. Come on now. Another one. I'm bringing this out because we might kill it. Let's go here. I think I want to shoot it. Let me dispute it. Shoot here. Hopefully we draw something of relevance. Or they want to counter this. Oh, that's beautiful. They still take 2. We don't draw our cards. But we get a bone picker out of the deal. I'll take that. Thank you very much. And I can unearth it. Or do I want to sit back and be able to take a draw? Both are tempting. Since it's such a counter-heavy list, I'm going to bring this back out. And we've already shown them we've got all kinds of little 1 mana, so that maybe they're going to hide away from countering that. Or maybe they're not on a cast-down draw right now, and they've got all counter spells in their hand. Those things do happen with these styles. You can never have a wrong threat, just wrong answers. Mind step throw. Good points. Hey, looks like the decision was a good one. All right. Boy, our Campfire sure wasn't present last game. We drew half our list. Some sort of devilry showing up. What do we got? Echoing with something or rather. Well, it's going to die anyway, so let's fight them at it. Gain 4 life in the process. I want to do this on their turn. Let's see. Okay. Well, not their turn. This is our turn. We're still trying to draw some mana here. We'll still draw a card here. Bloop. Maybe it's another bone picker. It is not. I believe I'm just going to cast this, guys. There's nothing I'm really too worried about. We haven't seen like a teaching style. I mean, we did see Devious Cover-Up, but I'm not going to go that route. I'm just going to keep the threats out. It's going to be a little frustrating for them. You know, they got an Echoing Decay style, and we're getting quite the eclectic crew of our attackers here, meaning none of them are matching. So, woo! Now we got 2 quality creatures. Something's going to die, and we'll be able to trip that fountain in worst case scenario. Quite the tempo loss, but how good is Blood Fountain? You know, when that card got printed, I was like, oh, that's pretty good. I was just like, I feel like going back and slapping myself, being like, no, that's incredibly good. 1 mana, just get you back. I am working on a rogue list, and to Chimpskey's happiness, I am playing that 2/1 draw a card unless it's blocking. I forget the name of that. Peddler? Nighttime Peddler or something? Nightside Peddler? What is that thing called? But it's like an all rogue list, so that's pretty cool. All right, let's go like this. So now if something goes down, we can always Corrupting Convict our Macabre, trip Fountain, and or after it goes to the yard, and then discard it to get rid of the graveyard. So Guildsworn Prowler, that's the one, yeah, because it can be a little bit pricey. Might want to do that regardless, just so I get all value out of the fountain, but it looks like something's going to die here. What do we got? Drawing a card. All right, we're not doing enough damage here. Really want our Bone Picker to show back up. I don't like that. Do I want to do it now? Let me do this now. Shoot here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get back. The only two that we've got. These guys. Bonk. So we can kind of hold them under duress here, knowing that they want to counter the picker, depending on how much. I really don't want a fourth blue mana source here. They might still just have it, but we've seen nothing but counters here, so could be a thing. Yeah, I love Prowl. Oh man, they're just getting away with it here. Strange they chose to do that main. Why on earth would they do that main? All right. Crypt Rats. I like seeing that. Shall we? That's a must counter, right? Oh, it isn't. Okay. Bring out one of these then. All right, you want to sit back and never cast your counter spell? Watch, they don't have any, and I just have the game if I go all in with Bone Picker here, right? Tempted to. They just crack the Myr here. That might be funner. That way, if they have a counter, something. Let's do that. Let me crack this Myr here. See if they're going to let us draw 2 cards. All right, we're going to chill. Haha. You could have countered all those things, but you got none of them. That's a good point, Minds after all. Yeah, a lot of 2/2s and under, and then 5/5s or bigger. Not much in the middle. Back in the day when Wickerboro Elder was like the card. It's like, whoa. Don't be another union. I'm getting unionized here. What's going on? All right, I like this. Tap mana source, please. Oh, they probably had it the whole time. Okay. Oh boy. Want the blood token here to start sweeping up these lands. I know we've got the Crypt Rat argument. But I ain't going to play that Bone Picker until I've got to talk about a third path. I want a clear path. Attack. Hate playing against control when you've only got one threat and you know they're just sitting there with the draw go counter style strategy. Eventually, if you just draw lands, you are their dog. Wow, one of the few lists that's drawn more than I have. It's funny how black and red have kind of taken that championship status, right? All right, I'll probably trip for 2. I will trip for everything. Try to bring them down. They gotta block the, I can't block the Macabre. That turned out to be a pretty good move. Casting this, I think it's done like 8 damage now. Maybe 10, who knows? Okay. No, we're going to just chill. Yeah, Neon Dynasty's got a lot of good basics. It is a teachings list. Son of a gun. Why wouldn't it be, right? Play 1 or 2 of those. Let's see what they're going to get. Recruit the Worthy in the hand. Cool. I have to deal with that Crypt Rat. The crackback's going to cost you 7. 8, maybe. Oh, yeah, teachings for teachings. Yep. I'd always ask, why are they doing this? Okay, well, I really like that. Wow. 8, 9, 10, 11. We're similar to that last game where We almost have the win here just by sheer damage. Because of that, do I play Unearth on the Perilous Myr for that extra 2 damage in a turn? Maybe I do. What's happening here? It's funny with a Crypt Rat active, and they're going to use... Right, what are they triggering here? Oops, not that. This. No, not chat. I said log. X is 2. Alrighty. Let's get both of these back out. So I'm going to cast this. Yeah, we'll trip this token here. I'll do 8. Done. The Faerie Macabre's a real high priority right now. Okay. So much so, maybe the other one will get countered. Let's unearth Macabre. My ignore chat option. Yeah, I probably should have ignore chat on, huh? Okay. I know they got a counter, but I'm just gonna go for it. I think they want to play that recruit the worthy so badly here, but this represents death. Okay, well, they got 2 cast downs in their hand. It's probably likely they're gonna get the presence felt on board, go find some removal. Or they've got some right here. No? Maybe they just got a really counter heavy hand and not much removal. Okay, I'll be very surprised if both of these can attack next turn. Cake or death. Desperate. Oh, wow. They're really lacking removal here. This is good news. We might be able to get there. They'll probably be able to kill the Bone Picker this turn. 9 cards in their hand, I'd imagine. Unearth Macabre for the aggro. How's that? Pow. Quit playing lands. It's making me nervous. Somebody has a suffocating fumes. Yeah, we'll take that. This is one of the only times where Dash Hopes is a good card. Oh, God, I forgot about Crypt Incursion. I did a video about Crypt Incursion. Where is our Campfire now? It's not that bad, I guess, but those are exiled. Crypt Incursion's such a beast. Attack! Pretend like we have stuff. Yeah, Drown in Sorrow has made me very sorrowful the last few nights. I've run into that card quite a bit. I'm going to keep this mystery card back. If you don't know why, go watch old videos. Does absolutely nothing here. If we draw a Crypt Rat, then we play it, but... All right. Yeah, well said, Dreamer Stingo. Crypt Incursion is very bad for morale. Does that have good flavor text? What does it say there? The Golgari Maze Runner Volraz hungers to provide fortitude in battle, and his trail of victims feeds their hungers. Yeah, all right. Damn it! Might matter. I ain't gonna go after no token. Let's go. Oh, that hurts. Arms of Hadar. Nice deck building discipline there, choosing arms because of the commitment to a black might not be there when you need it. It's probably why they went that route. 3-color list, you know. Well said, Penguin Ringer. Thank you for the love there. All right. We're going to do our little bluff out. Think twice about it. Just do this. They probably are on our plan. Maybe we've got an unearthed Crypt Rat coming their way. Nope, we don't have Crypt Rat in our yard anymore thanks to Crypt Incursion. The Crypt got the Crypt. Too many Crypts. Whoo. When your life points are on the line. Uh-oh, this game feels over. Yep, Union's got us. They can gain 8 life. Let's give this one up here, guys. Well, we'll see what we draw. They're at 9 cards now. I'm not gonna do the thing. Do the Union thing. All right. It hurts us a bit. I don't know where our campfires are. I do run 3. 4 felt too much. 2 didn't have enough of an impact. Plus, when it doesn't matter, which is very rare, you can always eat them with Deadly Dispute or Reckoner's Bargain. All right, drum roll. Let's get a Crypt Rat. No. Let's try this. I'm not even going to attack. I feel like we've lost this game. Let's just do this. See what's up. Give us something good to eat. They're going to counter it. Oh, that's that. They're going to get that Absorb card. I forget what that was called. Pauper's Absorb. Is this it? Prohibit. That's too boring. Concede. They got us. Control beats us down pretty well, too. We didn't win a single game there, so congrats to the Weasel. All right. Well, I'm going to just walk right into the next one, guys. Overrule. That's right. Overruled. Yeah, I would never play Dash Hopes. I had the biggest arguments back with like Browbeat and all that stuff with Little Fight. He was like, but it, and they always tempt you with like this huge amount of damage. And it's like, yeah, and it's their choice. It's almost always bad. You never want to give your opponent a choice. Our big kill cards didn't quite show up. And where were you, Campfire? That would have been nice. Negate a little bit of that. Although I would probably call that a dead draw against that list. I think we took him out, right? At least one. Yeah, I want to play first. Okay. Again, we're a little hurting here. Got a whole lot of draws. I'm going to throw this back, Mulligan. Just give us 2. Okay. Well, this isn't much better, is it? But we do have a vault, so I can at least bargain out of that scenario. We'll keep it. We got 3 lands. This, keep. Probably get rid of a rights here. I've already got the 2 draws here, so a little heavy-handed. Yeah, maybe Black Burn. You might be able to run Dash Hopes. There's so many other cards I would rather hope it would be. All right. Bring this down so we have options. EOT, I'm going to dispute because we have that second land. I'm just going to do it for tempo here. Got to get something on the board here. This is way too slow of a start. Don't know what we're up against. It's probably trying to kill our stuff too. I don't think Imp's Mischief is a common though, is it? All right. Definitely going to see some edict effects here, says the guy with 1 creature in their hand. It's frustrating when this shows up, right? Alrighty, let's do the thing just for tempo's sake. That's why we're playing the vaults. I know we got another one here. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't draw those. All right. Well, next turn anyway, right? Bonk. Let's do that. Very underwhelming draw. Hopefully they put a bunch of stuff on that inspector and we can fleshbag for something. Yeah, whenever my son mentions a card I don't know, I'm like, oh, it must be one of them rare things. Unless it's Mortician Beetle. Wink, wink. Everyone identifies as a fleshbag, right? I think it might be worth getting that, playing that bargain on the token just to draw 2 more options here. What is this happening here? Playing the 1 black, all right. What's a Skyfisher? For what? Just the inspector, I guess? Is that the play? Yeah, Sunken City in blue. Got to keep paying that every turn. That saw a little heyday there. If I do that, then I can't do the... I don't want to do that anyway. I'm going to do this so that I don't play the Marauder turn, because I know, again, it's a black deck. I'm just walking into removal here. So we're just going to draw some stuff, play some things. There we go. There we go. Cool. If this gets killed, I'll just laugh all the way to the bank. Well, now we've got options, don't we? I guess we just kill it and then double Bone Picker. It might get double killed. That would suck. But make a treasure token. Draw 2 more cards. Play Bone Picker, Bone Picker. Hopefully one of them lives. It would be really nice to have a Rites effect, although that's not that great against a Tithing Blade. Tithing Blade, I always think of the Sepulchre card, part of the word, and so I always hiccup on like, wait, what's the other side called? There's only so much room in my head. Here comes the blade. As obvious as a sunrise. Here we go. Another one? Or is this just a way to get it back? Oh, another blade. All right. Blades for days. Cool, cool. This is just horizontal. Question now is, does it run Pestilence? We've already seen it do the thing. I think I'll play Rats. I guess the... Oh, you know what? Marauder and Rites it. Just so we don't keep taking damage. Charge is, yeah, I remember Methonical in his Boros. Was it Boros Bully, or was it the back when I played Rallygond? He had a couple charges in there. Just that one mana does a lot. All right, I like that too. Bring out the Myr. Either way, it'll trade with Novice Inspector. Hopefully we'll draw some cards out of the deal, or do we want to do it now? Draw into another Rites. Let's slow roll a little bit here. Thought about fitting in Vampire Sovereign. Just, gosh, I don't want to be staring at that for 5 turns. Take me down out of the Cantrip City. It's worth taking out that Novice Inspector for when the Skyfisher and company show up. That's pretty cool. Family reunion. I'm sure I got that earmarked somewhere, but it ain't here. I'll block here. I'm just going to shoot it. Just in case I got some sort of trick. We'll shoot the Inspector. Draw 2 more cards. Okay, Bone Picker. Should listen to my hunch. So now we can Fleshbag Bone Picker. Don't have enough for the dispute, though. Yeah, Jaredgel. I think everybody went a little hard in the paint with that, all those offensive stuff back then. Everybody's got to grow a little bit tougher skin, in my opinion. Here comes Skyfisher. Probably bringing back the blade, I'd imagine. Maybe it's a land. Maybe they're going to tempo out. Yep, blades in hand. Good to know. All right. Let us play the Marauder. Let it die. Ooh, yeah, at this stage, I'm almost forced to play Unearth here unless I just want to not do anything this turn, but I know that they have the blade, so let's do that. Hopefully our Bone Picker's alive next turn. Equal opportunity destroyers. I like it, Dreamer. I mean, a Penguin Wrangler. Is it hard to wrangle a penguin? Are they evasive creatures? Yeah, we get it. Now you're going to do the thing. Come on, where is our blood fountain? Let's get all this stuff back. Yeah, my thing with all that stuff with history being offensive, it's like it still happened. We can't just whitewash it, you know. The old, it's going to repeat if we do that. So you might as well have the stories as horrific as they can be. All of history is that way. Grow a pair, right? All right, here we go. All right, I don't mind seeing you, little Ghast. We'll do this. I think I'm just going to dispute it right now. I need to find some answers. 1/1's not going to do it. Let's get some more mana out of the deal. Make the thing. Penguin Wrestler. There we go. I've never seen any videos of a penguin like moving. I don't know if it's a squirmy, skittish creature and it's hard to wrangle him or what. Okay. Bring this out. I think I just double play these, man. It's a weird play. Really want Blood Fountain to show up. Or look at our graveyard right now. 14 delicious cards that we want to redraw except for Vault. So if we get the Campfire, again, I don't know where it's hiding. I'd love to see a little digital display of all my cards because I think they're all holding hands at the bottom of my list every single game. Except that first one, I think. Cool. Looking for more ways to get back Double Blade, I guess. Delicious cards. Okay. There's the third blade. Bye-bye rat. Does the Bone Picker live? It's monotonous. They're not doing any damage. They're just killing everything that moves. And we're drawing more stuff and killing our own stuff. And yep, there it is. Really, it would be nice if little effects would show up so that I can or at least get 2 cards out of the deal here for them using all these up. Yep. Heal through. Let's go. This is still game 1. Feels like game 100 here. Ooh, I like that. Let's cast this on Crypt Rats, shall we? I think that's the best pull. Hi there. See if they want to kill it. I don't know if I want to wait around for a Prismatic Strands. Kill it on upkeep anyway. Nobody's going to play into that. So why not do it now? Pop. You got to fear my yard too, sucker. Let's just keep drawing Unearths for Crypt Rats. Okay, Sepulchre showing up. Dalthui Slayer. Slayer's offensive. Who wants to be slayed, right? Let's cancel all words. Got him a little worried about the life total. They flipped the Sepulchre and then tripped the bread. All right. We're not doing much better. We're only 1 life ahead here. Ugh. Don't like this, but makes their removal feel absolutely silly. I love that little Slayer card. Reminds me of the movie Cat's Eye. Looks just like it. Keep meaning to do that, but only people my age will get it, so it's not really worth the effort to make some little 1 minute go nowhere scene from a movie for propaganda's sake. And now they got us. Come on. Just about it. I would trip the... Well, no, I want to gain some life if I do see a Campfire. Look at that graveyard, though. All that coming back. After we've taken out 2, 4, 6, 7 lands. Of course, we get the 1 back. Tithing Blade. I get mad at my own lists when I lose games to this because it's just so repetitive and known, right? This Tithing Blade. I mean, it's very effective. They don't want to kill the Fiend. That's funny. I'll run right into your Hawk, man. All right. Let's pretend we got something. We'll think twice about it. We'll attack. Ah! Yeah. We're doing nothing. Just want to see what else they got. Maybe they got a Duress. I've seen these lists play Duress main too. Mind Stab Throw with the English lesson over here. Nice time. letting this go. Woo! Okay. Clock's about the same. Life total, not so much. I'm just really curious. We're almost halfway through our list when we're ever going to see graveyard like our... Okay. Anything here, Les? Come on now. I'm not sure if it's worth killing that fiend yet. I think it's better as a blocker. And we already know that they've got another Tithing Blade in hand. So let's go after our land here, even though we need the life, but we need some options here. I don't think we're winning this game one. It feels a little bit underwhelming, doesn't it? Do this. That way if they try to kill anything, we can just do stuff. We'll give it one more draw here. This would be terrifying. See this cute little thing, then realize, oh, shoot. Beep, 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 beep. Does it make... What's there? There's some little ammunitions card. The last time I played Arena, which was like 5 years ago, it had the coolest sound effect. I actually spent about an hour looking for it just so I could put it into my edit suite, but couldn't quite remember it. That was a 1-mana artifact. I think it plays for 1. You trip it for 1. It does like 2 damage to something. Am I making this up? I considered playing it in my little trinket style toolbox list, but it's usually always better options. Cool. We'll take out your Glint Hawk there. No, it's not the Aleo pile. Although I do know that. Bye-bye, birdie. There are consequences for Tithing Blading this list. Everything likes to die. Got a Guardian showing up here. What's going on? All right. Triple death. We're really dead here. It costs 1 mana. Rekner's Bargain. I'm going to keep the creature out. 1 life's not really going to do us much favors here. Good grief. All right, I'll just go to the next game. I guess... Boy, that was depressing, huh? Jeez. All right, there's a lot of stuff coming in and out. I'm wondering if it's worthy of that. Macabre might be worth a 3 spot. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be seeing you know what show up. I'm gonna bring all these in. Crypt Rats, not so much. I'm gonna lose 1 Campfire, even though I wanted to see it that game. Trying to get some thing going here. I'm gonna lose 1 Swamp. Well, just because I was flooded that game, don't mean what's gonna happen this game. Oh, there's 1 Conviction here. Got a graveyard package. I'm wondering if this is going to be worth it. Let's make some room for this. Just have some fun here. Fleshbag. I'll get rid of a Dispute. And 1 more of these. Really like seeing those. I'll go like that. Nope, we still don't got it. I think it has explosive in the title. I keep thinking engineered explosives, but it's that rare. If Aaron was in the room, he'd know it. Has the coolest little sound effect, though. Just sounds like something Boba Fett would have on him, like a little backpack bomb or something. Very cool. Woo! He needs some more coffee after this. It's already our 3rd game. Wow. All right. Probably a little heavy in the paint for these, but as the game goes along, it's a way of keeping up with their tripped Sepulchre. Hopefully. Yep. 1 mana. I will always keep this hand, though, because of a Village Rites Ghast draw. I've got options. We'll keep. Explosive Apparatus. That's the one. Yeah, thank you. That's got the best sound effect out there. If anybody finds just the wave file of that, I'd be very happy to have it. Send it to paupergan@gmail.com. Woo! 2 guests are better than 1. I was working hard for it. I like these kind of assignments, says Chimpskey. Alrighty. Did anything happen at the Pro Tour last weekend? I remember it happened, and I miss the way they used to cover stuff. It just feels a little underwhelming anymore. I'm going to attack right into this. Hopefully we get 1 free damage in. They block, it suggests that they have a lot more creatures. If they don't block, the opposite. So let's attack, because we get stuff either way. It's a way of kind of peering into their mind a little bit. Was afraid of that. Suggests they've got a good hand with plenty of creatures. No issues with tempo or missing drops. Created creature token. We could trade there, but as we all know, it's not worth that given what we have here in our hand. Oh, interesting. We could always unearth that. Don't want to do that, though. Do I just want to wait here? I don't want to really trip that token. I guess if we lose the gas, we just get another token out of the deal, right? I'm going to keep it. Oh, does anybody remember when I first showed off Campfire, like, I don't know, 2 months ago, I think it was? My wife always laughs at my temporal math. I'm always way off. So I'm really trying to compensate for it and exaggerate my exaggerations in reverse. But I thought it was like 4 something when I first showed it off. I know in real life it's just like 20 cents. I don't want to lose 2 in a row. What's going on here? Come on, list. Fighting us here. Do we have too much draw now? Maybe that is what we have learned. There we go. There we go. I'm still just going to play the Ghast here. Let's do that. I don't want to play the Myr here because I want to have a dispute backup. Well, yeah. I don't have access to that other thing. There goes the sit on leg move. What would happen, Mind Stab Throw, if I did that? I'd probably get screwed a lot and draw Dark Rituals on turn 17 when I don't want them. I've been down that road too many times. I think let's just play the other one out. This way we can suggest a double block. Don't really have to worry about Tithing Blade here. Yeah, that's true. I don't want to miss a drop till about turn 4 or 5 in most decks, though. Oh, wow. And Chimpskey with the monetary advice there, or history, I should say. Advice if you've got a time machine. Anybody for blue mana? Come on, troll, let's go. Maybe we can beat an air power list with this. Probably should have brought in some Snuff Outs. I don't know. I think Perilous Myr usually stops everything but the Skyfisher in these styles. So, yeah, Tattered Mummy is pretty expensive, though. At least the last time I got it, I got totally steamrolled by a Blackburn list that was creature based and had a lot of those. And then that something Arrogant Outlaw or something. There's another guy that comes into play. There's a lot of black creatures that do that. Start eating 2 life here, 2 life there. Yeah, last time I looked, Tattered Mummy was like 2 tickets or something. I was like, oh my gosh, for a common? What's going on here? What the hell? I kind of want to keep our dudes out. Arrogant Outlaw, that's one of them, yep. I'm going to dispute my own token here. I just want to hit a land drop. Cool. There it is. So if I if I play out the Perilous Myr, next turn we could just wait and we could have a lot better options. I was just thinking if we get Suffocating Fumes, is it that bad? I'll just stay on defense here. I hope they just have 4 Tithing Blades in their hand and they're just mad at these guests showing up. Maybe they took them out and they just went with Sweepers. That's probably what I would do against a list like this. Suffocating Fumigation. Lots of racing in the world this weekend. Got the horse races all day today. Well, not all day, but most of the day. And then the Formula One, I know, is doing its thing. I have a circus performer mentality when it comes to Formula One. I don't want anybody to ever get hurt, but I do love crashes. And they've been pretty boring lately. We are just going to play boring Magic here. I have to go catch the replay. All right, Jaboozy, good to have you with us. Let's see. This will work out all right. We'll just do stuff in response. The other thing here, go like this. Gain 1 life. Yeah, this really suggests they're just really screaming with Tithing Blades, right? They're just like, God dang it, get these little wimps out of the way. We get 2 tokens. I take their whole turn. We do the thing. We'll make a treasure token again. And just like that, we're feeling good. Woo! All right, good to have you here, Swamp. 2 of these, 2 of these. Let's do that. Boop. I could do that and that. Let's chill on that just for a little bit. It got upgraded. Huzzah. Let's see if they've got another one. It's going to cost them. Don't feel like we're going to win this one. Mixture of sweeping, and we can't really put too much pressure on them. It's one of the, I brag about this list a lot because I really like it, and a lot of times it comes out just screaming. But if they gain a lot of life, or they're able to stultify you a little bit, do have a lack of closer. I've considered the Troll, especially now that we've got access to Blood Fountain. I'm going to let this through. Little Nintendo there, Mind Stab Throw. Oh, is your home infested with unsightly elves, gnomes, or kithkin? Call Suffocating Fumigation a day. Oh, exterminators live for culling and may be already hunting in your home. Very nice. Okay, 1 for 1. I'm cool with that. You're going to kill them both, maybe? We'll do the thing. Bye-bye. If they do it again, I'll dispute the last one just so we get some value out of the deal. Keep thinking they're like, it feels like they're forgetting about that. Like, oh, that does that? It's like, yep, good times. There's another one. Myr. And we will unearth the other one too. Hello, Governor. Hiya. Whole battlefield just is like tick, 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 tick. Just multiple. Can't do that sound effect very well. Exterminate? I don't think so. Let's get something out of the deal, please. Bloop. You still take it. Plop. All right. And there we go. Another one. Hey, how about it? Why not? Boop. He's like, these things multiplying. What's going on? Yeah, we need that other Myr that everybody always tries to get to work, right? That what is that one? It's a 1/1 and it comes back every upkeep if there's one dead in your graveyard. Everybody's tried to make that work. If you've been in Pauper for like 6 months or under, you have tried that. What's that one called? There you go, Chimpskey. Another quick project. Something Myr. I know it's that. Does it have an F in the title? Oh, the Paladin showing up. Myr Servitor, that's the one. Suffocating fumigation. Yeah, if I didn't already do the Snuff Out commercial, the pest control. I think yours is a little bit better worded, though. I think when I did the Snuff Out commercial spoof for Magic, that it didn't exist. What do you call that? All right, these Macabres are going to go a long way here. I'm going to steal the Monarch, lose a creature, do the thing. Ooh, that's fun. Let's go. Let's attack. We're going to lose one. We'll start this little dance. Maybe I leave the curse back and I just double cast the Macabres, right? Because it's probably going to be able to one-for-one deal with one, but then it kind of lets in our way to get back the initiative. Okay, cool. Boom, pow. Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. And 2 damage. All right. All right. Oh, I can do both, huh? Yeah, I don't think that Undercity is as good as just casting 2 Macabres here. Come on, give us some good stuff. Help him, Chimpskey's all right. All right. Oh, I really want to cast that 3rd Macabre, but right when I do that, out comes Omen of the Dead, I'm sure. We have seen no evidence of that yet. But we do have an active troll in the yard. We started red hot. That defensive deck, but most decks would beat that. Yeah, well said. Mind stab with the... Oh, this would be a really good Snuff Out. For what Snuff Out cast you wish it would exile? Where on earth are the Skyfishers at? Or the Campfires. I know we cut 1. I think we kept 2 in the yard. Can't really do anything, but I don't want to F6 here. I want them to think I've got a, what do you call, Village Rites, or the other one. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, before I forget, just want to mention it again. Now it's been about 2 hours. I've got a new channel out of the Philippines, focusing mostly, from what I could tell, on in-play Magic on YouTube, but they're called Nonstop Noob, so go give them a little love. Be good times. So let's assume there's a cast down. I think we still have to attack with everything, don't we? What would be funny is to attack with... No. Come on, tap your mana. Please. Tap your mana. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't like that. Our yard's pretty big. 10 cards we want back. Hiya! We'll do a curse. Bloop, bloop. Wham. Curses. Do I want to attack with both? If he doesn't block... Let's just attack with these 2. Thank you, Dreamer Stango. We don't have to worry about Snuff Out with this plan. I will cast that 3rd Macabre, I think. Not too worried about... Well, a troll would be a big problem. What say everyone? Should I cast the Macabre? Try to stay on aggro? Especially if I can make it a 3/3, right? Boop. Forge. Let's make this stronger, shall we? Yes. This one. Thank you. Yeah, Hadar would suck. It will be nice to block though, right? Casting it. Boop. That's the biggest fairy I've ever attacked with. Sipsadari, yeah, they're looking for it. We still keep our 4/4 in air power, but if they've got one bit of a Tithing Blade scenario there. I like it better than not playing it. The only time I feel bad about this move is if they find Omen here, but I guess you could Omen the Troll. There's still one away from. Okay. This is good times. Love the curse. We haven't seen any Dawnbringer clerics. So these curses might actually have some relevance. Yep, they don't got it. They're looking for it. Or maybe they're playing the Drown in Sorrow. They could still do that. Triple block would kill the Paladin. That's pretty cool. Okay. A little bit of a broken record. I like that. I might have one for one removal. I'm worried about a cast down for the Macabre here, but oh, the triple block. That is the question. Or I could just double block. Oh, this is rough. I want to shoot the Glinthawk for sure. I don't want a triple block here. Let's double block. And we'll shoot both of these guys or him too. Okay. Bam. They don't get the whatchamacallit this way. We'll do that. Do I want to point this at their head? I don't really care about the Inspector. I don't really care about the Inspector. Let's shoot him in the face. These curses might actually get there. They don't get the initiative we blocked. Oh, you're. I read that as a counterpoint. Sorry, you're in agreement. All right, they're going to trip the spell bomb. They cast one more creature. If they don't have a blocker for these Macabres, we've got the win here because that's 8 in the air. If they cast one more creature, we just win. I think we're going to get cast down here at any moment. I do this so a little bit. Oh, yeah, we get to do the trap. Trap! Lose 5. I think we're off to games 3, Bill. Attack! I got Prismatic Strands math is not there. Nothing's in the yard. Gonna get cast down here, or do we just win? Yeah, that's true. They can gain 3 here. Forgot about that. Dang it. Crunch. All right. Well, we pull even there. Note to self, all these white creatures. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Snuff Out's going to be good. Got to be really careful of not overboarding here. I'm going to lose rats entirely. Macabre sure got there. That was pretty impressive. I think we could probably lose the Footlight Fiend. Or just go down to 1 Campfire. Maybe no Campfires. I think that's the call. Yeah, I think this is probably... We still got a pretty high creature count. Hey, I'm that Esper Teachings player from half an hour ago. Hey, Cat Weasel, good to have you with us. I didn't know you're streaming. I started playing Pauper because of you. Oh, that makes my day, man. It really does. Heavily inspired by the one you made a video a while ago. Just want to thank you for introducing. Oh, that makes my weekend, my friend. Thanks. Hope you're having a good time. And yeah, I was just saying, when you replay the game, how much Recruit the Unworthy. I thought that was going to just be like the biggest deck or like sideboard in every whitelist, and it's strange, you know. Just don't see it as much, but it fit perfectly in that. Yep. It's funny. I might have had a chance, Cat Weasel, if I had stuck with my original build of this on like Wednesday. I changed it because I was running Mesmeric Fiends because of last week and being able to eat them and zip stuff out of the opponent's hand permanently and draw 2 cards and stuff. But maybe there's 2 on the side I might need against control. Mesmeric Fiend, I'm not quite sure. You know, with this kind of style, when you're stuck into a one-color strategy, you can just get a little bit of polarization when it comes to the sideboard. This is a very easy mulligan here. We'll keep this. An early trap is nice. Yeah, we'll do that. We can unearth and just get a Macabre beats going early. But we get 2 for 1 real bad if we do that. It might be worth it really early, though. We'll keep this. Get rid of a swamp. I'm going to get rid of a... Well... All right, swamp. Doubt they're going to bring in... But, so what I meant by that polarization is like you can go like anti-creature strategy or like with the Snuff Outs, and the second you do that, you're running everything going wide and you get all frustrated and such, but we've all been there. Hard not to get too cutesy. I mean, a good old duress. Actually, in a style like this, Okiba Gang Shinobi go a long way against a list like Cat Weasel was running, but yeah, you sure made great use of Union of the Third Path. Thank you for the little time there, Mindstab. Wow, you even spelt my name right, Mindstab. Most people put the I before the E, which is technically correct, but it's not how I spell it. I know it is on the screen twice here. Woo! All right. Here we go. Anybody want a Macabre first turn? I don't. We'll chill. I'm going to just drop that curse. Go. A little bit of a slow roll here. Yeah, it's happening more and more as our channel grows and grows. But if you're out there and I've had anything to do with you starting Pauper or sticking with it or finding a love for it, I really like to hear that stuff because that's more than any monetary support or anything like that. It just makes my day. Okay, well, we've got 2 targets now, don't we? We'll get the curse going early and often. Woo! That's how my mind works there, mind step through all. I was like, I like the word deluxe and try to make this sound like I'm some Russian chess champ sitting out in the Arctic freezing with a good internet connection, right? Worst comes to worst, we all play a curse. Sounds like something Curly Howard would say. Man, if Deadly Dispute just was written like what's the blue one that does that? No, gosh, I was just talking about that card the other day. If it was just a permanent, in other words, and didn't have the stipulation. It's it's right on the I could see the card. Perilous Research. Damn it. Come on, brain. Get with it. All right. Kind of like seeing that. The benefit here, if I do the Macabre move, unearth it, I can sit back on Dispute and draw some cards off of it. That might be kind of cool. Or I could just play it and then unearth it once they use the thing, right? Maybe we do that? Let's do that. We'll just get a little presence here. We know they got removal instead of them getting a creature out. Just kind of stultify them a bit. Then we can unearth, sit back on Dispute, maybe even Bone Pick or something. So no permanence. Yep, there it is. Okay, that's fine. That's better in the yard. Gotta start drawing some of our list here. Come on. Let's get that Trespasser's Curse online. Might be a bit of a folly bringing in all 3 of those. Oh, I don't like this. Tough choice, really. I guess you'd take the dispute. Yeah, when I was playing Perilous Research in that blue list, I was just always going after my lands. I was like, okay, I got to turn these in and think twice, which should have been deduce. Unearth. Wow. I like that. So again, I know a lot of you have written to me liking when I get into these weird analogies that are like these phantom cards. This is a bit of an insight into their hand, right? They chose the Unearth, which suggests they don't have any removal in their hand. Maybe it's just a bunch of inspectors or a Goliath paladin. So doesn't mean it's right. It's just what the hunch is there. Let's eat a land, I guess, just for tempo's sake. Hopefully we draw another one. We're going to get a token out of the deal. I just want to get some real estate out here. Oh, they are sub 5 minutes. Well, we're not doing too much better, are we? Okay, let's play the land, please. Did I play a land? How weird. Oh, it's pinwheeling on us. Why would that be? I've got like a T1 line directly in here. Because it just wants us to... This is really weird. My internet never messes up. Okay, there we go. Shoot. I'm going to bargain the token, man. I want to just draw some cards here. I know we're kind of drawing dead. We don't have any more mana to play out, but now we've got some options next turn. Knights, Bone Picker, who knows? We're going to just yield through this, make things easier here. Chimpskey with the query. Let's see what's going on here. I got 2 minutes on him. It's not that great. I wish I could sacrifice these curses. Like I said, this is mostly for the Mogwarts matchup when your graveyard hate doesn't show up. Cool. All right. Let's hope we just draw into a land, because then I can Fleshbag Bone Picker. Be nice to have rights back up for that. Or maybe just Fleshbag if I do draw the land in response, Village Rites it. All their hatred is left behind. We're just F6ing them here. Cool, cool. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. We'll do this here. And then in response, I'm holding down control if you're wondering. I'll cast this here. And go like that. Yield. We've got nothing going on. Nothing to see here, folks. Next turn, I like it because we'll at least be able to respond with eating our own Bone Picker with the Village Rites. Don't like seeing that. We don't have an answer for it. It's in the graveyard. I think we're going to win on time here. Ooh, the big troll showing up. All right. I hope we just get an Unearth here. That would be so funny to just them spend their whole turn to get out a big troll, and then we're just like, pop. Regardless, we can block with a Bone Picker if we get enough creatures out. That is Snuff Out proof, though. Oh boy. Here we go. Big boy has entered the building. Unearth. Ah! I love this. 1 mana for that. Hello. In response, let's do the thing. Bonk. Play this. Play this. Play this. Sit back and yield. Fleshbag. That's why we leave them out. Cool. We'll get a token out of the deal. They got another one. They probably do. We can just write this so it doesn't feel so bad. Cool, cool. Always yield. Here we go. Do the thing. Use your clock. Come on back. Rites. Yield. Cool. Or not so cool. Back comes Blade, probably, or the Omen. Omen, okay. Crypt Rat? Ooh, that's cool, too. 1, 2, 3. Let's, we'll play this here. He got back the Omen, so I'm just going to play the Curse. I mean, yeah. It's just a slow down move here, eat up the clock. Just a clock move. It's going to be like a 50-second turn for them to just kind of reestablish. Be a totally different story if that troll was active. I love me the Trespasser's Curse. That is a really neatly designed card. Okay, cool. There we go. We'll keep a little mystery card in our hand. More stuff to discount here. We got the 2 mana here, so might as well just pretend that we've got everything. Now they got to do their thing. I'm just going to yield here. That's not your problem. You're at 19 life. What you need is more clock. I always wondered if Magic Online was made before the card variant, if there would be cards by about, I don't know, even Fallen Empires might, where it's like, add 2 minutes to your clock. The Time Mage, right? Yet another thing Blue would probably have access to more than everybody else. I know Red got a little bit of that in the Time Spiral expansion. Those little clock tokens and such. Yep, cool. The clock's the thing. We have no chance of winning on damage, so we will go with the other route. Sun Tzu. Know the battlefield, right? Pop, pop. Getting all our life back. I used to think about that a lot back when I used to do all that sword fighting, all the armor and such. I always make sure my back was to the sun, or I had the higher ground, or actually low ground, depending on the weapons, especially if you fight Florentine like I did. That's good times. We're going to do this because it's going to take up time. We're going to attack. We're going to try to kill a Skyfish. Even though they've got an active Omen, we don't care. We're just here to do the stuff. Boop! Pow! Take that, sucker. Give us some cards. Eat some more time up. The ticking of this now is the clock, not the damage. Boop, boop. Sure, let's go like that. Can I play the swamp? You gonna let me play the swamp? Or do I have to pay the life? What's going on here, list? I guess we could do that. Is it going to put a swamp down? Come on now. What is happening here? Okay. If they tap anything, I'm going to snuff out. Just do this now. Cast this here. Boop. Again, this isn't because it's effective. It's just effective at burning time. I pitch through here, and looks like we're going to beat Orzhov. We have a time crunch. These guys look like they belong on a clock, right? Woo! All right. Well, that was a bit of a slog, but we got there. I'm going to run and get some more coffee. We'll be right back with the last 2 rounds. Woo! Right after a few of my custom commercial messages. Woo!
down to Ventures Vehicles, where we offer the cheapest prices for any vehicle your heart desires. Check out this gorgeous fleet wheel cruiser, equipped with Aether power steering and weather-light windows. Stock. Or if speed's your thing, you won't beat our open chase dragster in any race, and you'll never beat our price. Here at Ventures Vehicles, we specialize in transports of all types, like this demolition stomper, perfect for those weekend construction projects or just taking a stomp through the woods. And even better is our price. Wow-wee! From wheels on the ground to ships of both sea and air, we got them all. Vehicles of every rarity and always for the lowest price. That's Ventures Vehicles.
And we're back. I've always loved that read of Little Fight. We will keep this. All right. Early Unearth moves going on. Hopefully this is a heroic or some sort of one-of list so that Fleshbag and all the Unearths can keep doing their thing. Come on down to Ventures Vehicles. Here we are. Off we go. My favorite first turn play for this list. Kill it. Help my mana. Don't kill your creature. It'll attack. I keep tinkering with Black Death Touch creatures with Okiba Gang Shinobis and the other Black Ninja with the lifelink. That's a good card. All right, here comes the Serpent list. That Fleshbag's going to be doing a whole lot of work in this matchup. Got what we wished for. Campfire. Don't think I really want to have that in this matchup. I just want to bargain the dude out here so we can make sure that we Marauder when we need to. It's a good blocker. Let's slow roll this. We'll bring out this. Just cast it. Could always bargain it. Might be better so that we have a blocker on the Shambler. Gaining 2 life. Yeah, that's the one. Mokutai Ambusher. Hoi. Yo. Stained glass I like. Not so much these though. Brady. Opt. Hi. We'll gain some life. Could be relevant with 5/5s. You know, I know that 6/5 can throw off the math a little bit, but right now we're feeling good. Just want to get to our maximum mana ratio, about 4 or 5, so that we can Fleshbag. They'll counter it, and we'll Unearth, and they'll be sad. Cool. We have achieved peak performance. Let's go. We got these 1/1 beats coming their way. This is Burley. Alrighty, I think I'm going to activate Campfire and then eat it with the bargain this end of this turn. However, depending on how much mana they got and what they do this turn, it might be better to do it to the Ghast so that we have Unearth backup if they have counter magic available. Keep up like 2 islands, then I will change strategies. Yeah, they only got 18 turns. What are they going to do? It's impossible. They're going to drop Sunken City. Hit us for 7 and 6. Yeah, we don't like that, do we? Let's do the thing. No mana for you, so. We gain a life? How lucrative. No free mana for you. Come on, eat your yard. Let's go. Chomp, chomp. Boom, boom, boom. Man, that treasure token in the Campfire, if you don't stare at them out of the corner of your eye, they look like the same card. Okay, we'll get a little creature in the way here. Just keep pretending like these cards matter. They don't. We're going to eat them up. Really want to find a bone picker just to accelerate. From what I remember, is a pretty Usually easy matchup. I don't like to say that, though, because that's when I start getting screwed and triple mulliganing on stream. Here comes the big old 6/5 crunch. Costing him a bunch. We'll gain some life out of the deal. Why not? Doing nothing else. That music's still got. All right, what a nice draw this is, huh? Marauder. Very few times you don't want to sacrifice the Marauder. Bye-bye, Marauder, especially against a blue list. See ya. Boop. I'm getting mad at the crows. I've been feeding them for months and making sure they see me and doing a little sound signal. I've watched a few videos. Crow Box is a really deep dive into YouTube. You can get them to like apparently do all kinds of things for you. But I don't know. I can't quite tell. Maybe I'm a crowist because I can't quite tell them apart yet. So I don't know if they're strange ones each time or if it's the same ones, but I'm just like, come on, guys. You're supposed to be getting friendly with me now and protecting me and maybe even eating out of my hand, but they won't come near me. Maybe my shiny head scares them off. Who knows? The Raven of Philomens. I love that list. All right, that's enough campfires here. Let's do the thing, which will get countered probably. Which we'll just do it again. Gosh, we can almost stay up with them with the double campfire pull, huh? It works. Okay, cool. Bye-bye. We'll do the thing. I might as well, right? Attack. All right. Oh, they're a little bitter, aren't they? Big serpent list. Bye-bye. If I remember right, that's usually how that goes. I didn't want to spoil it with... but game 2 would have been more of the same. Now that we got Blood Fountain especially. Let us sacrifice the Myr instead. Yeah, I never like to do that Mind Stab unless it's they're under like 8 life or something. It's about the only time I do that. There's been so many scenarios where I'm like, God dang it, gotta have that thing in the yard. Yo. Campfire, we don't have any 1 mana way of getting rid of this, so I gotta pitch it. Usually I keep any 1 land hands with this, but we got a mulligan. I've really thought of losing Deadly Dispute for more 1-drop removals of my own stuff. Mulligan, yeah. Village Rites effects and such, but all right, we'll keep this. Yeah. Double Rites. I want to keep the fountain. Pitch the stuff. Guess we'll get rid of this. Is it done? Play out a Blood Fountain and trust me, I've played probably around 1,000 matchups with this style. Fleshbag belongs in the graveyard. I'm not a fan of either artwork. I usually go with the older ones, but it reminds me of the movie RoboCop. It was such a ridiculous scene. The guy got splashed with like toxic sludge or something for like, I don't know, 15 seconds before, and then he comes out and he looks like this and he gets hit by a car, if I remember. It just splatters. I think they just used a bunch of watermelons and stuff. It was so bad. I have so many memories of that movie. It's such a violent movie. It's just over the top violent. Well, EOTs, grab the token here. And my brother, who's a car geek who was online, knows the director of photography for the original RoboCop and said that what was his name? Paul Murphy or something, that the actor, he was, what is this? They're just stuck at 1 land? I guess we just roll this back. I saw white. But I guess he just had this obsession with Oreos and he would try to stay in character like Daniel Day-Lewis or something. And so he was just like, Robo need cookie. That was actually on the set. And there is a scene, I forget which one it is. That's why you come here, right? Here, all this Hollywood insight. But there's a scene that made the film where you can actually see like little Oreo around his mouth. I forget where it's at, but there's a whole, I'm sure it's all over the internet still because it wasn't like a big secret. We're going to keep this. Yeah. We got a Ghast Rites. Good times. I was considering doing that with the vault. But as long as I've got one outlet, I'm not too concerned with finding the other. Here we go. All right. What's your other colors? Another Celestia deck. All right. Here we go. So, we've only lost to the Esper list so far. That's to be expected. This deck doesn't hit hard enough to make that happen, so this is when I love Perilous Myr. It's like, oh no, what am I going to do? Oh, I'll show you. Check this out. Thanks for showing up, my friend. Do I just wait on that? I think we just wait. They might have a journey to nowhere, and then I'd feel like a fool. So we'll throw this out here, and then our opponent will scratch their head if they're not good at Magic and be like, wait, does this work? Can I do the thing? Oh, you know what? Should I just attack anyway? Yeah, why not? I'll get a token out of the deal. I could, yeah, let's just Rites out of the deal, right? We'll just do this. We'll Rites here. We'll do the token, and then we'll get a bird out of the deal, right? Boop. Alrighty. I played a land, right? Come on now. Okay. Black. A little OCD there. I always do that. Yeah, they love Peanut Streamer Stingo. You are so right. Ooh, this is a slivers list. Okay. All right. No wonder they have this main. They're so worried about Snuff Out effects, right? Reach? What kind of treachery is that? I'll show you what I do to reach. Perilous Myr time. Rights. I could kill the spinneret, but I'm not gonna. It's a pain. I have played a land. Yep. All right. The flexibility of this list is astounding. There's a kill card. Sure, I'll block that. I don't want your stuff to have reach. Surprise. I can outdraw. And if I can find a kill spell, we can just get rid of that sliver right now. We have a kill spell in the form of this. Or do I do it the other way? I'd have to find another trip for that, wouldn't I? Play that. Double block, and we could still kill, so I might as well play this out. And I might as well attack. If they block and aren't aware of stuff, we can do things. Okay. What a great opener, right? They've got an Obsidian Alkalite and air defense, and we're still able to get them. Thanks to the Perilous Myr. Missionary to us. One of my favorite plays ever is when an overzealous opponent runs at you with a Guardian of the Guild Pact and you just block with one Myr damage and then effect. And you're like, sucker! That never gets old. Do I hold out for an effect or do I just try to draw some more goods? I'm impatient. Let's take this out. Draw some more goods. Oh, that's even better. Dun dun dun. That's the sliver killer. Woohoo! There it is. All right, we'll do the thing. I'm just going to attack here, hoping they block. I can always save this for another lord. Good lord. Trying to restart. All right, then Chimpskey, no problem, my friend. Do I want to do that on their turn? That'd be funny, right? See them drop something and do the thing. Sure. Like, why can't I attack? I have all these creatures. Boop, 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 boop. Pow. Artifact damage. Okay, the defense has gotten better. It's amazing how much you can remove without really having removal in this list. Fountain. Or do I just want to... Okay. I think I want to unearth my Perilous Myr here. Just to scare the crap out of our opponent. We'll play this. I'll probably discard, gain 2 life, do stuff next turn. What is one ugly avatar? What is that? Like a dead bird or something? Boy, they really like slivers. Look at their, it's even in their moniker there. Wow. All right, they got all kinds of stuff. I'm just going to go like that. Let's get out of control quick. We're not out of the woods yet. Doing the thing, doing the thing. Let's discard this thing here. See if we get something good. That's pretty good. We'll gain some life. It might be relevant. I gotta kill 2 things to get the thing. Or a Crypt Rat. That'd be really nice. Crypt Rat. No. Well, I have to kill something. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me, I'll dispute this for now. Just gonna make the token out of the deal. Sure glad I got rid of that reach creature. There we go. Booyah. Boom, boom. We'll do this. Yeah. Get back the other bone picker and the Myr if nothing improves. This is when you do wish you were running 4 Crypt Rats, but with a deck like this, you usually don't want to see it till about turn 4 or 5. Ah, there's that darn beast again. All right. Yikes. Well, bone picker will still trade with any of these things. Then we can blood fountain them back. I'd like to use them on offense, but for right now, I think we're going to have to settle. Do I just want to run into that? I think I do. Yeah. Jeez. How's that for spam waking up? Alrighty. I'll do this to here. Do I want to do that now? No. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's bring back bone picker, Myr. Here we go. Swamp for there. Myr for here. I'll attack. It's going to trade with something. Let's go, reach people. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just hard cast it then. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why not? I'll sit behind the Village Rites moves. Woo! Happy to trade. Let's go. The entire internet. Man, this is the 3rd winding way. Jeez. I was a good player. I'd be looking at what they're drawing. Ooh. Slivers designs are always an embarrassment of riches, and people usually fall for the trap. This is all Snuff Out. Oh boy. This one ain't over by any means. Yowza. That's a trap. All right, we're going to be bringing in curses and Snuff Outs. Just to stay alive. need some options here. Okay. They really have haste. I think we just attack here. I don't think we're going to be able to survive a crackback here. I can at least kill that. Let's do that, shall we? All right, this and take out the bodyguard. Super haste. Auto chop. Give me some cards, damn it. Hey, that's pretty good. Let's find some answers. Now? Hold on a minute. Yeah. Now. Yeah, that'll help us with our life problem here. All right, 6, 7, 8, 9 we can do there. 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I might be able to just kill him if we draw right. Let's attack with everything. We can't survive this crackback. I don't have too much of a problem with that Acolyte. Five, you say? It's very draw dependent. Let's sack here. Give me sack removal stuff. Deadly Dispute. Hello. Be the coolest move ever if this works. Yeah, we've got it because we got Fleshbag regardless, so. But they don't need to know that, right? We'll make it seem like we just drew everything perfect, but we could have just Fleshbagged for the same effect there. Crunch. That was a very satisfying win. Look at that board. 82 damage coming at you every turn. Ugh. All right. We're going to play one more because of the what was the other player? We're gonna rock one more here. Bloop. Yeah, that made it worth. I should end there because that's kind of like a little crescendo moment, right? Like, holy crap. But that's I always call or refer to this list by myself as a little engine that could. Always seems to get there. Uh-oh. We got early plays, but I don't have any way of feeding that. We're going to mulligan. Not the best, but if it's a slow deck that doesn't care about life, we can eat the Campfire or the Blood Fountain. Obviously, the Blood Fountain might be the better term, but if I see a mountain here, I'm going to be dropping Campfire straight out, but we'll lose a swamp here. These never get old. I love this art so much. Just that birch wood and just, you can almost hear the bog, right? Here we go. Woo! Oh yeah, before I forget, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your grandma. Watch this guy. Now you got lots of options. I'm very happy that those of you that are here now live are the ones here now and chose to hang out with me, but this will be the last. Oh, looks like you can never place this. Ancient Den, though, you always think glitter. Azorius Glitter, whatever you want to call it. Guess we'll just drop a Myr pass. Yeah, let's do that. Get things right. I can at least take out an Inspector. Don't want to do it on a block. If we see a blue, no, even if we see a blue, we'll take out a Moon Circuit Hacker probably next turn, be more valuable. 1 damage and oh, little hurting for mana, huh? Pop, 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 pop. Last episode. What are you talking about? This is the last match, yeah. Alrighty. Do we have to worry about glitters or not? This looks like one of those go wide strike lists. Slivers play. That was so awesome. He just had the early hate, and we were still able to just Perilous Myr. Guys probably went and bought 4 of them if he didn't have them. Like, this is a pretty good card. It really wrecked me. All right, let's attack just so we can set a precedent. Dreamer Stango. See, you get a free damage out of the deal, right? Bloop. All right, we'll keep the Novice there because I hate the other one's artwork. In case I draw a Bone Picker, we're going to do this now. We'll shoot this. Don't want him to go too wide. Bone Picker. No. Well, we can always eat the token, right? Oh, we still might be able to Bone Picker here. Let's go. Bone Picker. Well, all right, List, if you don't want to help me out. Damn, let's just do this thing here. Make him like, what on earth is this guy playing? Woo! I knew it because I've committed that name to memory, but I'd never, 100 years wouldn't have thought of putting those together into that song, but it's so obvious now that you say it. I love it. Campfire, very relevant in this sort of a matchup. What do you do with Flood? You hang out at the campfire. Deep cuts. If everybody doesn't mind, I'm always very curious what country everybody's from. So if you can in the chat, just write the country you're representing. Yeah. Okay. Well, Blood Fountain's not going to be online for a while. I want to do something here. Come on, let's get some stuff. I got plenty of lands. I'll sacrifice one. Sure, let's do that. I can at least trade there. The Netherlands, Germany, Cat Weasel. I got beat by the German. Woo! USA, Penguin Wrangler. We're on opposite coasts, my friend. Do I block? Think I do. I just block kill. Nah. Block here. Do I even want to rights this? I'm just going to let it go. Bye-bye. Did that because there's 2 creatures in my yard now, and if I draw dead still, I can at least Blood Fountain those 2 back, and it's pretty underwhelming, but these decks have a way of nibbling 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then before you know it, you're in single digits and you get Gal Blast, so. I still think the most exotic one is Madagascar. I was like, whoa! Woo! Boy, don't be committing any crime against this guy. I'll figure it out straight away. Gain some life. Yeah, I had a weird feeling that was going to happen. We'll just trip the fountain. Set up, have rights back up with Campfire. We'll take at least 3 here. Funny you say that, Mind Step Throw. Yeah, I've got, when I play Scrabble, there are so many 2-letter combinations of things that I have committed to memory. One of the only reasons I win that game so often is everybody always tries to impress people with big words. It's all about axe, ox, and then turning it into facts and socks. Pluralization on a triple and going every other way. Gin comes up a lot in Scrabble because you can spell it so many ways. D-J-I-N, D-J-I-N-N, or J-I-N. As with chi, meaning Q-I. I know IQ isn't acceptable in Scrabble, but chi is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, 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 bop, bop. Not how I want to use it, but that's what it's there for. Okay. We can just trade for days with these guys. Onto here. This one. And with the game, the way it's going right now, I think I'm just going to be Captain Blocko here. I'll just do a straight up trade. I'm feeling very stubborn right now. I'm just like, you're not going to attack me. Oh, Oh, for the gin drink. Interesting. Okay. That's a... Scares me a little bit. Active Campfire, and they blast us. They don't have any access to other red. If they had more Great Furnaces out, I'd be a little worried and might do my blocking a bit differently, but I don't think so now. Bum bum. Let's go. If I do it this way, no, I'm just going to go like this. Writes this one, blow up the inspector. These all guys will trade. Cracks me up how often that's just missed on people. All of this stuff takes out multiple dudes. Boop. And then you to this. My 1/1 for your 1/1. Is that a word, Dreamer's Tango? They're like, what just happened? I used to have a lot of inspectors. Now I'm clueless. Yeah, I said it. Woo! I guess we just hard cast it. It's going to get zapped anyway, but I can just eat fire here. Let's go. Inspectorless, but not clueless. And Gal Blast probably feels like a big waste now, right? Ah, man, I don't know. How much time would it take to watch every Simpsons episode? That's probably not very hard to do. Figure if you can fast forward through commercials, it's 20 minutes an episode, and then find out how many episodes they have and work that into months or years. I know it's got all kinds of records for like most ever. Now that I'm playing with Blood Fountain, I'm not as protective of the Bone Picker. I'm fine, as you saw in that game against Slivers, just smashing in and getting rid of a problem or blocking and killing something. Don't be a land. Come on, let's... Oh, I'm going to do this. It implies that I don't want to block with my Bone Picker, but I'm going to, because we are only at 13 life, and I'd rather just trade resources here, especially since we've got an active Campfire, and I can always trip it. Okay, again with this. Yeah, I'm just going to do this now. Okay. Glad I did that. Ancient Den, I like saying that. I'll give you a bonus episode. How's that? Barter Fist. That's a card I missed. I mean, it's not like it's on the top of the metagame or anything, but I was like, nobody's going to play that. It's like, oops. It's Blocksville for us. Let's draw that other Blood Fountain. That'd be a really timely move, wouldn't it? Oh, did I get the quote wrong? Maybe somebody else said it. I know that's in my little card here, but maybe it was misquoted. Oh, that's fun. just attack here? Scary to get that low, though, isn't it? Gain some life, so might as well. I'll attack, because we're going to get in for free here, because they're going to think, oh, he was trying to kill the hawk? It's like, no. Just trying to do 1 extra damage. Aha! 2 will do it. Double check. Any prismatic? Nope. X is 2. Boop. Staying alive. Let's hope we're alive next turn. 3 Gal Blast to the face. Active Campfire. Looking for burn, looking for burn. Man, if those synthesizers came out straight away, that'd be scary, wouldn't it? That's when you need a ginger brood on your side. Synthesizer, showing Great Furnace. Don't think we're winning game 1 here, everybody. We got all kinds of toys to bring it up against this, though. We haven't seen any, these lists usually don't go with the, what is it, Dawnbringer Cleric, except for maybe the sideboard. So we might get away with the curses here. Let's try the curses. I guess the Snuff Outs work here, right? It's not really any way for them to bring stuff back from the yard that I can see. Oh, speak of the devil. There he is. Oh, maybe he'll be like, 2 life's not really worth it. Probably going to bring in Artifact Hate. Oh, that's not too bad. 3.5 years. Constant watching. I think I saw like the first 2 seasons, or maybe the 3rd and 4th season is what I mean. My brother, sure, he's probably about in the 90s. I have one brother that just love that stuff. All right, I'll keep this relevant. Guess this on. Hey, where'd they go? What did I miss? Our Rats is exiled? That sucks. Well, in that case, cancel. We'll just see what we draw here. Cycle. And yeah. We could gain some life here, but we're just gonna oops, I meant to concede here. We'll go to the sideboard here. I like everything. They're probably going to have, you know what, makeshift munitions. This is like our only way to get rid of it. I like the Marauder. I like the Crypt Rats. I like just about everything. Campfire, maybe not. I think we might want to lose Campfire altogether. I just see them bringing in... what's really good against us is casting a fire. So I'm going to lose a dispute because of that. I want to have 1 mana answers for zapping our stuff so it stays in the yard. Oh, I'd like to find these curses. We did see a Dawnbringer Cleric. I'm not sure if this is the right card to bring in against them. I do want Snuff Outs, though. Do I? I don't know. Fujipurple, no, this is a black sack. This, actually, technically 8-rat came first, and then I came up with this when I was really mad at mono black. 2 deads. Got the rat reset. Let's just try this, guys. Oh. Might be the last game, might not. Just like I was saying against the big blue decks, this thing has like it's like in the high 90% win ratio against that. These Bartifice lists sometimes just get the better of this one. Yeah, I want to play first. Whew, yuck. I do have a 1 play with the rights. Do we keep it because of... Let's keep it. I much prefer this be the zombie so that I've got double outs with our mana, but we're going to keep this. I'm getting hungry. I want to get out of this chair, so I'm feeling a little like antsy, like just go with it. You know what I mean? Wonder what I would think if this was the first game of the day and I just sat down. These things happen. I think bringing in the curses would be overboarding. We already saw a cleric main, so problem with the cleric is there's just no reason to not run multiples, you know? Attacking here. Seems good. I'm going to rights immediately. I want to get some more options on the board. Hopefully we can maybe find just another one drop or especially a bone picker. I'm sure they have an answer for bone picker, but it's better that than our face, right? Okay, our mana is fine now, but now we're threatless. Always a suspect play there. If it works out, you feel like a genius. If you're not, you're like, why'd you give up a resource? And it's like, well, my argument against that is we're not going to get there in 18 turns against a very go-wide list. Here, candidate number one, right? And we could have traded with that, but at this stage of the game, I'd rather just draw. Probably going to save that debt to the Kami for enchantments later, so I'm trying to just treat that as Invisible Town. Okay, cool. I like this. Play it. Drawer's gonna draw. Chimpskey with all those. Hold back the rats for when it works. Trying to keep that bargain for 3 or more mana. I mean life. Okay, Limbus showing up. I've seen lists run Limbus and I think like 2 wedding invitations. Always like wedding invitation. It's such a cool card. Okay, so now they know the move. They don't want to block. All right. That makes things a little easier. Let's attack. Change of plan. Let's just Marauder here, and then we'll sacrifice what? This might be a scenario where I want Marauder to live. Yeah, I think this is one of the few, because this will eat removal, whereas this might not. So let's play this out. Yeah, but if I do the rights trick, never mind. I'm going to change a plan. If I do that, see now if I do the rights here, then we lose both creatures. So, okay, let's get rid of this. Let's think this through. Hit for one more. That way we bait out a nice Gal Blast, or at least 3 damage that would be at our face. Then it'll go to the Marauder now, or it'll just trade for maybe a Skyfisher. Highly unlikely. One of the few matchups, but I think Mindstab was asking about that. Keeping it out. This might be a matchup where I consider that. Okay. It's just going to pay off. Well, if we can just hit for 3, this works. Wow. Who saw that coming, huh? Again, we're holding that debt so that makeshift munitions will eat this deck alive. And we're definitely going to try to bargain this. It's a respectable amount of damage. They're going to have to deal with it. We'll gain 3 life out of the deal. It's just not the easiest deck to play. You got to have quite a bit of practice with this one. It seems kind of straight and narrow at first, but there's a lot of nuances to it. One of the main ones is the Fleshbag plays. The Lightning Bolt. It's been nice knowing you, Fleshy. Go watch RoboCop reruns. Well, not that it was a TV show. Reruns implies TV shows. Rewatch it? It might be a better play. Once we're out of Prismatic Strandsville, which we are, consider just cracking that rat, I will definitely be doing that. And because I will be doing that, and we know that they've got a bolt here. Please use the bolt on the fleshy. They do not. Okay, I'm just going to do this now. Bargain. Well, they might have a Bazooka Bog. We didn't see anything of the Black Mana Persuasion at the beginning, but maybe they've got it. What? I don't remember if it was a TV series. Really? Says the guy that works in TVs and movies. Okay, boom, boom, boom. We'll gain 3 life. Little did they know the pain that is about to unfold. Yeah. Oh, another rat. And more ways around it. Give me a land. Land would have been funny there. Well, it still is. Never mind. Crypt Rats cost that, it would be. We're going to do this now just because of Prismatic Strands, right? This is fun because we can wax their board, unearth it, do stuff. I had no idea. Not something I want my brain holding on to, but I'm sure it will. RoboCop want cookie. Here we are. The efficiency engine is online. Synthesizer, I would imagine. Yep. I got hit with an abrade last night, and I was like, where did that card go? It's like Casting a Fire seems to be the hate of choice, but you don't see abrade very much anymore. But boy, did that see some play, huh? Do I bend the rules and play Det Takami now? Or do I just fleshbag? That's the answer, right? Flop. Fleshbag bargain. Woo! Gain 3 life out of the deal. Draw 2 cards. Do some stuff. Yeah. We've got another one where that came from. I guess we just hold out. Oh, we could play this. Yeah, we'll just chill. We're probably going to lose on time. Down a game, but just having a good time with y'all. Hope y'all like the deck. I'm sure it's new to some of you. Like I said, it's about every 10 months or so I play a Black Sack style, and it's been about that. I think it's been 11 months. I was shocked at that. Like my wife says, my temporal math is so off. I'm like, that was like 2 years ago. She's like, it was 12. It's like, oops. RoboCop action figure, nice. Okay, let's hope a lot of critters show up here. And we can do the thing with the Crypt Rat. Really wish they would have returned Limbus and flipped the experimental synthesizer. We've gained 6 life with the bargain fleshbag move. All right. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we'll just let that go. I mean, I could get to the commie now, but we can just unearth our fleshbag. Well, that's the funny thing, fujipurple. Sometimes it's that way, and then other times I'll greatly reduce it or increase it. There's no rhyme or reason to the math there. The way you can keep your hand full, paying 1 mana to get rid of 2 or 3 permanents and draw 2 cards. Good times. Trying to stay real patient with that debt to the commie. Believe you me. I'm going to hold down this. We don't have that cool play here, but we still get a 2-for-1 out of the deal. Conviction. Height. Draw more cards. Opponent's like, what the F? Now at this stage, this is a good time to have Campfire. 1 mana for all these. I'd rather it just be rats. Okay, cool. Let's see. There was an L and a W. And this is Boros. Here comes the tiebreaker, folks. Boy, flashback felt good there, didn't it? Everybody thinking we're pretty good on the board? Snuff Out would be nice. But I think it might be a bit of overkill. This feels pretty good. Let's put the Myr between the swamps, and we'll put a vault between the Fleshbags, because we all know that has never lost in the history of Magic. Let's make it true this game. All right. Well, we've got enough time to finish this one. What am I doing? Only reason I like this hand is because I see a bone picker and there's no way to get there. We're going to mulligan this. We're a little flooded too. Creature jerk, yeah. I always like to demean myself in the area there. Beat you to the punch, right? Yeah. We're going to mulligan again. Double mull in round 3. All right, we got to keep this. We'll see you later. We'll see you later. Done. Gotta be a little more careful with Crypt Rats. I usually play auto 4 of those. This is down to 2 in this build. We have so much draw. But I'm going to be a little more careful with that. Okay, I will bring out... If I draw a land, the obvious choice is going to be the Footlight Fiend. But at this stage, I'm going to play this. I will block, and I actually won't kill it. I'm just going to use it for mana if things don't improve here. Yeah, I usually poke fun at myself in these little custom cards that I make. I haven't made one of these in a while. I originally had like, I don't know, 25 or so. And then over the years, I'd like see a little imperfection in 1 or 2 of them. And instead of redoing it, I would just toss it out because it's like, I can't believe I streamed for 2 hours with that. Yeah. Do I block kill? I'm just going to block kill. I changed my mind. Let's keep the onus on them. Boom, 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 boom. Suggest, hey, look, we got plenty of mana. I'm going to let you get the jump on me. Keep our life nice and healthy. Land. Land. Thank you. We never didn't have it, right? Isn't that the phrase? I'll bring this out. I'm a little afraid of doing this, but whatever. I'm just going to develop. They got artifact hate. That's fine. It'd be so funny if they're running dust to dust. It's like, come on. Can't even play it right now unless they want to target their artifact. Thank you for the hype there, Pangolin Wrangler. Reading backwards. Usually don't like to play a naked campfire, meaning you can't gain life at least from it. It's probably going down now, I would imagine. So what's so cool about these little 1/1s, right? In a format of 2/2s, you just attack into them. Cool. Ooh, 3-hour stream with an aggro deck. That's what you do when you play an extra round, right? Well, yeah, got a pretty successful day. The only thing we lost to was that Esper Control from something cat, if I remember right in the chat. We're going to attack right into this, folks. Bloop. They want to trade with a Glint Hawk. That's good times. This is why I've considered Kiba Gang Shinobi for a long time. It might actually be a good call. Let's dispute this instead of the other thing. Shoot here. Just tempo play to make up for that double mulligan. Hopefully we... Oh, guess not. Yeah, I gotta save that. I was considering unearthing one of our 1/1s, especially the Ghast, but just so we have something to do next turn, but I think that might be losing magic. Could trip the Campfire, but I think the better play is to assume we're not going to have a land drop, and then we'll eat our own token. This might make a change. All right. This makes me really want to drop that Crypt Rat to wipe these Glint Hawks out. Okay. Value Town showing up. Why don't I play with Dark Rituals? Says everyone who's ever been screwed early and has a Crypt Rat. Well, I could get rid of one of those straight away. Really hate this play, but tempo, let's see what we can get. We get nothing there. We do get this. I want to keep this for later turns here. All right. Darn it. I don't know if I talked about that, but Star Trek, the original series, is a show that has followed me in every single job I've had. I'm the guy who cut every single one of the trailers for the remastered version if you get them on DVD and you see one of those trailers. Got to be careful with that. Officially I did, but sometimes those companies do little like side things, and if it's a bad trailer, then I didn't cut it. But that was a lot of fun. Going back over that and trying to make them seem like so much more dire than they portrayed. God, some of the acting in those are just so atrocious. But boy, Captain Kirk, what a guy. What a neat man as he's aged and stuff. And quite the handsome dude back in the day. Still is. Is he like 90 something? Gone to space? How cool was that? All right, we're gaining some life. Hey, you know, I might want to play the rat here as bait. I think I do. Because then I can unearth it and wax. Yeah, I like doing this play because it does a few things. It lets me know what's in their hand, which is probably removal, but that's less removal at our face because we're going to be taking at least 5 this turn. And knowing that we've got Unearth, as long as you're not going to get bogged, I really like these kind of plays. It's why I'm fond of running 4 of them in a lot of my lists. It's just a play style thing. So if they zap it here, cool. We get 2 cards out of the deal. That's 4 damage off our face, right? And then we just unearth it next turn and smack. Hopefully we can find a Reckoner's Bargain so we can get 3 life out of the deal. All right, Dust to Dust would be scary right about now. Not that I would ever bring it in against this list, but you never know. It's not like everybody runs this list. Where there's some weird mathematical stat where, ooh, is it going to remove it? Oh, that'd be a mean move. Oh, he's onto our plan. That's exactly what I was doing. They must watch the show. Or maybe they're watching the show. I don't think we're long for this world, folks. What am I talking about? Only the inspector's going to live. God, I've got to do something about 1, 2, 3. I can hit the board for 2. Can't do 3. I think we're going to lose our second match here. Gal Blast. I want to rewatch that Slivers matchup. That was so fun. Seal or Obsidian Alkalite. First creature. Dead. Thank you, Perilous Myr. Walk, walk. Here we are. We need a lot of help. Like a Dark Ritual level effect. Hiya! If I do the thing... Not much else to do, is there? Oh, what a weird thing. Man, I wonder if that's dyslexia or what. I saw a Crypt Rat. That is creepy. I only had the other mana there. New bot on Twitch, Ghostbuster. Well, here's 2 life. There's just not much I can get out of my yard that's Let's get the Ghast out. Really hate this play. I can dispute it, Right, and then we have enough for a bargain on the bone picker that's going to die no matter what. Just trying to stay alive here. No hopes that we draw a Crypt Rat. That doesn't do double vision to me here. Cool. Yeah, we'll do this here. And we'll do this here. I think gaining life's better. I can at least trade with that. Or do I want to just gain the life now? Hold on a minute. I'll just gain the life. I don't think we're winning this, guys, but showing you some options. Maybe this will keep another Gal Blast from hitting our face. Who knows? Sneaky little list. Rechner's Bargain. And again, us some 4 life here. Woo! What's all this about? My wife cracked up about 3 weeks ago. I forget which show it was, but she was like, good show today, Emil. Best show ever. And she just laughed because I said the same thing the week before. Not last week. Problem here is if he just offers the trade, right? I just got to eat all this and just trade with Skyfisher. I really want him to use removal on this so I can at least negate 2 Glinthawks. And we can maybe draw into a Crypt Rat and reset the board, but they've already got Prismatic Math online. That sucks. Bye-bye, Skyfishy. 2, 4, 6. Okay. Prismatic. I don't think they're running it. I think we would have seen it by now. Outside of a Perilous Myr. I've got to get a Mother's Day card today. I had the letter C written on my hand since Tuesday. Meaning like, go get one. I always get the blank ones and write a novel. Hi. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Really, really, really want to damage control. I can do 2 blocks there. Gain the life. So I can block, and damage. It'd be so funny if we end up winning this one, right? I can debt to the Kami, too, before they even attack. I mean, it's only going to get some little dorky 1/1. Double bargain here. No. I'm talking to. I'm done buying stuff for my kids for Mother's Day. They're plenty old to. I'm not doing that. No, for my mom. My mom was a vampire. She's about almost. Well, she's not Shatner's age. She's getting there. She's like 83, I think. Looks like she's in her 50s. Very, very healthy. So come from good stock. In other words, hopefully you'll be seeing me on these streams for pretty much all time. Dun, dun, dun. All right, we're blocking. 1, 2, 3. First of all, we'll do the thing here. This feels so underwhelming. Sounds a creature they control. Cast it. You, not me. So there go 1 Inspector. That's right, Chimpskey. She looks just like the lady in Impulse. Of course, there's multiple arts, so I better be careful when I suggest that, right? We'll go here and here. This way we'll at least be able to take down a... we're going to gain 1 life, and it's going to be a great one. Boop. This. So that we take less. Gain 1. Might be relevant. Another bargain. Could be worse. Shoot the Glint Tea. Huge attack. We only take 3. Woo. Come on. Oh, man. How good would a Crypt Rat feel here, right? Because we can... Yeah, we could pay for it. Well, with that Dawnbringer, that might slip through. Actually, do we have one in the yard? We do not. I'm like, where's the makeshift munitions here? Ouch! Are we dead? Oh, wow. We're going to get bluffed to death. Yes, we're alive. Not for long. 3 minutes to go. We're dead in a lot of ways here. Woo! Come on, Myr. Let's go. Do I have to just trip this now? I think I do. Better than a blocker. Let's gain some lifer. Chomp. I'll shoot this. Say okay. Come on, Bone Picker. Alrighty. Oh, boy, I really fell flat there, didn't I? Dude, we're still alive. Probably not. Yeah, good old Shades form. All the old Magic cards did that. I can get rid of 2 creatures next turn, draw 2 cards, gain 2 life. Are we going to be dead, though? You got to trip the synthesizers here. You just got to. Gotta find that. What? Trip the synth. I guess either one draws, right? Let me respond to my wife. As I go down in flames here. Oh, what a perfect death. Congrats, opponent. That's awesome. I love when you can just kill somebody. Look at that. The 1 damage that would have kept us alive. They get it. So technically we went 4-1 today, but I played this extra one just to show you guys because we had that 1 quitter, so hard to count that. All right, we get it. You got us. Opponent called my bluffs, literally, right? All right, guys. Well, this video might be a little bit later to upload since it went over about 3 hours, and I'm going to lunch with my beautiful wife here. But I really like this list. I think you should too. Does take a little bit of messing about, but you can get there. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to go out with one of my old promos way back from 2019. And anyway, thanks for joining me. Propaganda. Remember the link for the new Philippine Nonstop Noob on YouTube. If you can, like, subscribe to both of us. What's it going to hurt, right? I'll be online, as usual, most all nights, so hit me up for a game or 5, and I'll see you then. Thanks for joining me, and thank you to Chimpskey and Dreamer Stango for always having my back on the chat there. And we're going to go out with this. Adios, everybody.